G'day, it's the end of the month. You know what that means? It's time for the monthly roundup of all the crazy, silly, insane, Karen, Kevin, public freakouts that happened over the month here on Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things with your host, me, the Australian idiot, and let's get into the clips. Here showing us another rendition of parents taking their child's sports way too seriously, we have an upset mother who goes to run up to an umpire and throws her drink at them.
Keep on.
Hi. How are you?
Now, if I was a slapper, I'd be wrong, right?
You slap me right hand.
Oh!
And you got a problem with it?
Look, man, let me tell you something. You mess around with the wrong one here. I'm straight like
Don't get in that bullseye. Sit down.
That woman at the end was ready to throw hands, but her partner, brother, family member, not 100% sure, or just maybe a friend, come over and said, no, sit down, not worth it, let her have her angry stomp time. It's like such a silly. I love the comment from the guy. It's like, yeah, if I slapped you, I'd be wrong. And she just gets so mad at that mentioning. It's like, bro, you're the one who took your, because you couldn't hit him through the fence, you decided to grab your drink and throw the drink at him. What if that was hot coffee? That'd be a land of hot water you just landed in, or, well, the umpire just landed in hot water. You just in hot water because don't worry about the semantics. Here we have an officer giving an 18-year-old girl a good life lesson, and probably something that she needed to hear. A good old reality check, I say.
That's not the point.
No, that is the point.
Please don't learn to do your lesson.
There's no lesson, just drive. This is like, how old are you?
I'm 18.
No wonder
That
why.
explains a lot. Can you just take the van and drive out? You're proving a lesson to nobody. To nobody. And you've already proved the lesson. I'm here, so it's over with. Let's just drive. You know how many things are going on in the city? There's no police. I don't have time for this nonsense. I know you're only 18, so you don't understand the real world, but just drive the car forward. You're proving nothing. You're just annoying people. This is all on camera. Just have a nice day.
I really want to know what happened to get here in the first place, but yeah, sometimes there's a lot of things that are happening in the world, and sometimes it's just not worth it to care about this type of thing and just move on with your day. It ain't worth it most of the time. You're just wasting your time, other people's time potentially, depending on how things escalate. Sometimes it's just better to just move on. Here we're at the communal bathroom of these campgrounds, and it turns out that someone's performed some mudslinging inside of the actual bathroom itself. This old lady here assumes it's the kids behind the camera here, but they swear they didn't do it. Here's the clip.
Really didn't do it.
Bullshit! I watched y'all come out of the bathroom.
Yeah, because I want to see what was in there.
Y'all were in there. Y'all get in there and
I
clean
want to see what was in there. We didn't do it. That was not us.
We were going to see what is in there, ma'am. I swear. I swear to God, we just
I promise.
Ma'am, I was on there over there on the
Oh, wait, no.
They could vouch for us. Did we not just get here? They just said yes.
Yeah, see.
Don't go anywhere.
Did y'all see us just come? No, I promise. Ma'am.
I know exactly who it was.
How do we do it? We don't have mud on.
Ma'am, I know exactly who it was. I watched them.
Yeah, it wasn't us.
Was it
no.
us? Can I tell you? No, it was not.
No, I watched them all come out of the bathroom.
No, ma'am. Wait.
They need to get in there and clean it.
Can you at least hold on, boys? Hold on.
It was not us. I wanted to see what's in there.
Behind us. I know who it was. They did it earlier.
And that's why this shit happens. It's because people stand up and people defend them instead of making them right.
I watched you do it. Hey. No, I said we didn't. I'm
let the
defending
adults
everything I love
talk. Let the adults talk, please. Let the adults talk.
Oh, did he?
He was the one getting mud thrown at him.
Oh, God, I'm scared.
Get the mud off the wall.
It was him. That was him.
You can leave it open.
Man, can you ask him if we did it?
Logan, you get in there with them.
Wait, so did we do it?
Did we do it?
No.
We just got
Exactly.
it, right? I know. Guys, you
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, it was not us.
Partway through the clip, I was just sitting there going, there's a 50-50 chance they did do it, but it seems like they weren't involved, or at least that's what their mother or their whoever that person is believes in this one, which is interesting to say the least, but it looks like the situation got solved out, except for the old lady didn't look like she was actually going to apologize here, but hey, that be what it be. I suppose when you're a boomer, sometimes you don't like admitting when you're wrong. Just a loose shot taken, don't worry about it. Here we have yet another classic plane freakout, though we don't have much information of what happened prior to this. All we know is that we're coming to the point where police officers are here to arrest this person who's apparently causing a public disturbance.
Oh my God, Chris.
Oh, is this real?
My name is Sophia Robertson. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I don't give a
Chris! That lady said she don't give a
I'm super curious what actually happened prior to the clip to warrant the cops being here in the first place to arrest this person. Like, genuinely, is it something legitimately fair to arrest them for? Were they just being loud and obnoxious like some people are? Like, well, what's the story here? Well, they got arrested for some reason or another, and it's all on camera, and people are laughing and egging them on a little. I don't know, it's interesting. We jump into another clip that has no context for what happened prior to the recording itself, but ultimately I don't think that matters in this case, considering the chosen actions from the Karen on the other side of the counter.
Y'all got a rude ass bitch up here.
What was rude?
So get my
What was rude?
Listen, yo,
Ma'am.
Keep talking. I'll take your whole phone.
I'm calling
Give me my
the
phone, D.
I'm suing you for everything you don't have.
Sue me, bitch. Keep suing.
Stop. Hey, y'all need to stop.
Give me my phone.
Get out. We won't give you your food.
Give me my phone.
Don't do that shit.
Give me
Don't.
my food, then.
We're gonna give you your food. Just
Give it to me.
stay out.
I ain't standing over there. You gotta keep that bitch back there.
Stop doing that, okay?
Keep that bitch
Stop.
back
You want
there.
that food? Stop doing that shit.
Cause it ain't no.
I got you. Just stay over there.
I
please.
am.
Stay over there.
Keep my face, baby.
Okay.
Stay over there. Yeah, just come. Tell it to come over there. I got you. Stay over there.
My chicken scrambled
Okay.
and my fries.
Okay, it's coming up. Just wait.
Stop. It's okay. It's okay.
Please hold. Cause you
I
don't
got
live
it.
here.
Come here. Come here, sir. Come here.
Yes, because someone being rude at you at a restaurant it warrants you trying to whip their phone out of their hand and throw a tray at them. Yeah, that's how this goes. Someone being rude to you means that you get to respond with an assault. That is the brightest thing I've ever heard from someone ever. Like, yeah, there's context beforehand, but ultimately I just see it as this. If this is your chosen response to someone who's, quote, being rude, you're a terrible person regardless. Like, seriously? That's how you choose to do? You want to climb up the counter to try and whip the phone out of someone's hand, and when that doesn't work, you try and throw crap at them from over the counter? Like, what the hell are you thinking? This door-to-door salesman has some extreme dedication to his job, attempting to do some door-to-door knocking whilst a tornado siren is going off in the background. Here's the clip.
Hi, ma'am.
It's a whole tornado outside.
I know, I was already...
Go on somewhere. We in cover.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that.
Well, why are you still standing there, honey?
Yeah, I'm just...
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you okay?
Yeah, you okay? It's a tornado outside.
I'm just in the neighborhood.
Yeah, go home. What is goddamn scooter? Now this shit don't make no sense. You can't make this shit up.
Was that a sequence? Oh my god. I don't even know, like... I mean... I don't even know what to say to this one. That's just ridiculous. Like, man doesn't seem to know what's going on. He's just doing his job, and then he rides away on one of those Segway unicycle thingy-bobs. I forget what they're called. All I know is, like, several years ago, those things were exploding and having lots of issues. So people, like, that was its own. Like, I don't even know where to start. This is just such a wacky clip. Here we have a very interesting clip where this guy here, who's supposed to be a lawyer, who's gotten themselves an Uber, where they've gotten an Uber order that would only ever fit 4 people, but they're going to make an attempt to put 5 people into said Uber. When the Uber shows up and sees that that's what they're going to do, they decide to deny them rightfully, and well, this is what happens next.
Kids, you are 5 people, you got Uber Black, and you said I'm making up that you need to... Okay, so explain what you're doing.
Get out of the way.
Please explain what you're doing.
I'm being
Please
harassed.
explain. You know what happened to CEO.
You're racially profiling us.
You're saying I racial profile you? You are 5 people, you book a black car,
Girls, go inside.
and you tell
You're
that I racial
threatening me.
profile.
You're
For what?
threatening me.
For, no, don't stay.
You're threatening me. I feel threatened.
For what?
You are threatening my children.
Say your children.
You are threatening my
You
children.
said that you're a lawyer.
I
Hey,
am.
stay
You
far
are
from
threatening.
me.
You got out of the car. You are the
Stay
aggressor.
far.
That's how the
I'm
law
closing
works.
the door.
You're the aggressor.
I'm closing my door.
You're the aggressor.
See.
You got out and chased me.
I'll make sure that
You do that. Big shot. Let's see how far
big
that
shot.
gets you.
5 people.
Let's see
Uber
how
Black.
far it gets you.
Let's be honest.
You're the aggressor.
You're try for what?
You're the aggressor.
Man, please call.
I heard
so
you say.
you
I heard you say under your breath they look Jewish.
What? What? You're sick. You are sick. You're sick.
I hate these type of lawyers. Like, I don't hate lawyers in general. It's just these type of lawyers that try to use the fact that they're a lawyer to get what they want in given situations, even if they are completely wrong. Like, I'm not 100% sure in this case if the lawyer believes what he's actually saying here, or is just trying to convince the Uber to just take the ride, even though it just seems like this lawyer doesn't want to pay for an Uber that fits everyone that he's taking with him, and so would rather try and force everyone into this car, which only has 4 extra seats. How are you going to fit 5 people into a car with 4 seats that are extra outside of the driver themselves? Are you stupid? I thought you were a lawyer. I thought you'd know that there's kind of a law to that, you know, type deal. And yeah, it looks like it's a big SUV, but I'm assuming that it's just got a huge trunk space and no additional seats there, and it's just the typical passenger driver's seat and then the back seats, which can fit 3 people, nothing more than that. It's still completely stupid. And I love what the lawyer says at the end of the clip. It's like, I heard you say that I'm Jewish under your breath. It's just like, really? You're trying to find anything you can to try and stick against this guy, which is ridiculous. In this clip, we seem to see the definition of go around and find out.
Don't come back here. Who's she talking to? Who is she talking to? Bitch, I will throw this phone at you. I'm not playing. Who you talking to? Who you talking to? Who you talking to? Who you talking to? Don't talk to me like that. Don't talk to me like that. You disrespect me. Don't know him. Let me go. Let me go.
Come on, let's go.
She a bitch. These Mexican people come in this neighborhood and act like that. Don't do that. Ma'am. Stop talking to me.
Calm down.
Stop talking to me because you know how this bitch acts.
Ma'am.
Why is she the supervisor? Okay.
I don't know, ma'am. Just calm down.
Give me my money back so I can get out of here.
Okay, ma'am. Just calm down.
Give me my money back.
Ma'am.
Give me my money back.
She's gonna give you your money back.
Give me my money back.
She's gonna give you your money back. Calm down, please, ma'am.
Give me my money back.
She's gonna give you your
I would love to know what happened prior to the recording of this clip, but going off of context clues in the clip, it can be assumed that this lady was not happy with her order, something was done wrong, or something along those lines that caused her to want a refund. When she's asked for the refund, the woman behind the counter decided to be extraordinarily rude about it, and that upset the customer to the point where she does something like this. Like, talk shit, get hit. Not that I agree with that statement. I also can't exactly side with the worker because clearly you've done something to make someone very angry. And, you know, as customer service, that's not what you're meant to do. Here we watch some classic road rage play out.
People are so crazy. Look at this. Look at this girl. That's a girl driving. That is a woman. Look at that. What in the world is going on? Oh my gosh. They're front of me in the car crash. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. What is wrong with people? Just go to work like normal people. This is no Mario Kart. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. What is going on? Oh my gosh, I'm going around this. I'm going around this.
The classic that you cut me off, now I'm going to chase you down until you stop, and then I'm going to get out and scream and shout and let it all out. It's like, I get it. I get why people I get why that type of thing would make you angry. But, you know, sometimes you need to think a little further and realize that you're driving like a multi-thousand pound car that, if done wrong, can easily kill someone. Heck, if you do something really, really wrong, you could kill yourself with it, which is not exactly the thing you want to be doing. So maybe be a bit safer on the roads, even when someone does something completely stupid like cutting you off or jumping into your lane without acknowledging that you're actually right there, right where they're going to go. Because, you know, you got to expect, like, as a driver, your main thing is like not how you're driving. No, it's all about how everyone else is driving, because no matter how well you drive, all it takes is one dumbass doing something ridiculously stupid to screw you over. This clip's quite an interesting one. So this person here wants to just get a refund for their items for one reason or another. I don't know. That's not really important to the information of this story, if I'm completely honest. They've pretty much asked, okay, do you have a receipt? She's like, yep. And then one of the other workers asks, oh, which door did you come in? You know, making the question's more of an assumption, like, oh, did you steal these items or not? Or something like that. It's just a weird question to ask. And because this person is black and assumes it's possibly some form of racial thing, which it probably could have been, is not exactly happy with that questioning.
She wants to return this.
Because she didn't piss me off, so I don't want it. She didn't piss me all the way off. Yes, I was. I don't want it.
Don't scream at me.
That's fine. I want a refund.
Do not scream at me.
I want a refund.
Do you have a receipt?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Which door did you come in?
Ma'am, I'm not answering shit. I got a receipt.
I
don't have to answer shit if I got a receipt.
Get a manager.
Get a manager and get 12 of them, and don't be surprised if I sue your ass. I don't have to say which door I came in if I have a receipt.
Call the sheriff.
Call the sheriff.
Easy now.
Ain't no easy shit. Call whoever you want. You can call whoever you want. You have to give me a refund. I have a receipt.
We don't have to give.
Yes, you do. If I have a receipt. Yes, you do.
What door did you come in?
It don't matter.
We'll review the tapes.
Review the shit, and I got your ass on camera, and y'all gonna be famous today.
Stop screaming at me.
I don't have to stop doing shit. You can't talk shit to me if I can't talk shit to you.
Talking shit.
Ma'am, you said, do you have a
up here and maybe
receipt?
call the police.
I said I have a receipt. I don't have to tell you shit else.
There's a lady up here screaming.
And there's a white lady up here being racist because I have a receipt and she won't return my shit.
She's
playing the card.
Yeah, playing the card for you too. No, ma'am, that's not fair. You said, do I have a receipt? I said yes. And I said yes, sir. And I said yes too, didn't I?
You jumped her ass.
And, but I jumped her ass, but I said yeah.
All she needed
but
is
I
the receipt
said yeah.
to process.
And I said it was on my phone, and she said, which door did you come in? I said, I don't have to tell you. She said, yes, you do. So since you've been on that white bagging too, let's be real. That's what she said. So don't start lying, sir. That's what she said. That's what she said. I said, I have a receipt. They both said, what door did you come into? But they don't want it. They don't want the receipt. Listen, she don't want it because she said, what door did I come in from? They don't care about it. They care because I'm black. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Yes, they do. You just like them.
God almighty. I just sit here and question, like, have some of these people just, like, don't know how to handle customer service? Like, the immediate thing I think here is, like, okay, a question has been asked that was not really necessary, that has now angered the customer. Now he's like, you know what, don't worry about that question, let me just process this for you and you'll be on your way. That's all that was needed to be done in this situation. Like, that would have been good enough to probably get her to calm down a bit. Like, yeah, she's going a bit on an angry tirade because of that weird line of questioning you sent her. Like, of course she's not going to be exactly happy with that. Maybe just, like, It doesn't even look like the staff are trying to process that. They're just sitting there watching her and not actually doing their job when she's literally asked for the refund. Literally just go through. It's like, okay. Like, as I said, it would have been as simple as like, okay, cool, don't worry about the question. Just hand me your receipt and I'll start processing this for you. And that's it. And then, of course, the additional person, that customer, getting involved in this argument, not completely understanding what's going on, thinking he knows best. Like, I get the defending of workers, okay? I do. But maybe don't butt into things you have no idea what's going on in. Seriously. Here we have a guy who's upset that a dog is playing around in the garden-esque thing that this guy had apparently created out the front of this building in between the pathway and the road. You know, the area that's technically public property. He's still upset of it, well, here's what happens.
Yeah, I got a camera too. Yeah, that's cool. Seriously. You need to back up. I don't know why you're walking so close up on me.
No,
it sounds like it sounds like what you want is a suburban lifestyle in the middle of the city.
No, I want you. We pay a lot of money for that.
That's cool. I try to pull my dog out.
You do that. You've been out there for like 5 minutes.
You know, it's the grass. Yeah. You're scared because I pulled out my phone. Otherwise, you're gonna come up and act like an asshole. But it's grass out here. You may own the unit that you live in, but you don't own anything beyond that. This is public property. If you don't want dogs to pee in it and eat it, don't plant in it. Or move to the suburbs. You don't own more than your property upstairs. Yeah, goodbye.
Look, I can get why he's upset, but at the same time, if you're going to be putting gardens next to a footpath, especially on the part between the footpath and the road, where by technicality, depending on how the county functions or state functions or whatever functions with those type of rulings, technically it's public property. You can plant stuff there, but you also can't be too upset when something accidentally does damage to it. So this reaction is definitely not necessary, especially considering you own a room in this apartment complex by the looks of it. It's like, yeah, you've got your balcony most likely. Actually, you probably don't even have a balcony depending on where you are. I don't know. It just seems a bit of a weird thing to be this up and angry about. Like, I get it, but what else do you expect? Unfortunately for the person behind the camera, they've stumbled into an argument between two women over potentially baby daddy drama.
Go ahead. Yeah. No, she stuck to me first. No, bitch, so shit you can't. You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing. Pregnant and all, bitch. You ain't gonna do nothing. Yeah, ho. You can do all that talking. Don't play with me, bitch. You can do all that talking. Yeah. You can do all that talking. I already know you a police ass hoe. I wanna be your swing first. Because once you swing, I'ma beat the you can do that talking. You can do that talking. They walk up on me. You can do that talking. You got the right word, bitch. That's what about the brains be all over this motherfucker. That's the whole time. That's the whole time. Call that nigga. You don't call him, right? The person you're supposed to be pregnant about. Just like you, get your bitch ass on. You doing all that behind. I can't even buy you a piece of bubble gum, bitch. Ain't out by myself. What's up? Can I read? You think I'm done? Oh, I know. You already put my baby daddy in jail 2 times, bro. Yeah, you ain't gonna play with me. You know the law's too late. You ain't gonna play with me. Girl.
I don't know if that was a security guard or a police officer, but I just can't get over how disappointed he just seems to look by his actions and how he walks up. He's just like, seriously? Really, you guys in this store? You can't just take this outside and do it out there? Like, why here? Why do you have to inconvenience me with some stupid petty shit? I don't even get what, like, I can't even understand what they're arguing about. It just doesn't make any sense to me, but it's so stupid. Just, it seems so unnecessarily stupid. I don't know. As I said before, there's usually 2 types of lawyers. The lawyers that actually care about doing their job and actually care about doing good in the world, and the lawyers that take their position very seriously and are extraordinarily entitled to implementing what they do to the people around them. Here's someone who's the latter, at least when they're drunk, because she's come over to her neighbor's house because apparently she's been too loud in the middle of the day.
Hey guys. I'm not trying to open up your door, dude. I'm just at your door.
Okay, how can I help you?
You guys are screaming so loud, the whole neighborhood. 911. The cops are about to call in. I don't want to do that.
I don't give a we is at our house, lady. Don't you dare come to my house. Go on and get on.
No. I'm not trying to be that.
No. What you doing over here? No. Don't touch my door.
Sweetie, look at me.
I don't care. What is y'all doing over here? We is in our home that we own, and my family is having a good time. What the hell you doing at my door? You get your drunk ass away from my door. Yes, you.
Hold on. Okay. I'm a criminal offense attorney.
I don't give a who you ain't. You slurring like that, you ain't not a criminal offense attorney.
Do your job.
Go ahead.
What is y'all calling the police for?
But why are you calling the police anyway? Why she talking about
Yeah,
because you're yelling inside.
it doesn't matter. We're not. Hey, hold on.
Have your own on the next block.
Mario,
don't worry about it.
Mario, hold on. Pause this shit. Mario.
Go.
Mario.
Get off.
Go. Mario.
Grab Mario. No, don't grab me for shit. You get your drunk ass out. You too. Go.
No, you're on my property. You're trespassing. Get off my property.
Man, the amount of when I was first watching this, the amount of uncontrollable laughter I had when I saw the walker poke out at the door, and then the old lady comes walking out, then another person comes walking out. It's just like the entire family's just like, what in the world's going on out there? I must go see what's going on. It's just crazy. But yeah, that drunk lawyer seems a bit. That's just a very wacky thing to do. Like, I get it, day drinking's fun and all, but maybe you should stay in your house when you're doing that, because you seem to do very, very stupid things when you're intoxicated like that. And I do mean very stupid. Like, seriously complaining about a family laughing too loud in broad daylight. But, like, the police won't take you seriously unless you make up some lies about some screaming or stuff along those lines. Then maybe they might. I don't know. This next one's a very interesting one, as this time I'm going to have you approach it with a question. So this person's recording this clip here. Apparently this is what happens when banking while black. Basically pointing out that, there's been some form of racism that's occurred here. That's at least what I'm assuming based upon the framing of this entire thing. Though I do propose the question, based upon what we see here, do you think there was any racism? Let's get into the clip.
Okay, I didn't get the opportunity to get the manager's information. I don't know who Dana is. Dana is not a professional name of contact to give somebody. She's being so disrespectful. Who was the lady that I just spoke with, ma'am?
Assistant Manager Jody.
Her name is Assistant Manager Jody. Do they have a point of contact? Is this their business card?
No, that's just...
Do they have a business card on their desk?
No.
So there's no way to contact. They have no business card. So
no,
this
you have to contact...
So this is... Okay, so let me write this down. Do you mind if I borrow your pen?
No, you can take one if you like.
Okay, not a problem at all. Okay, and you mind if I get a piece of paper on a notepad?
Sure.
Okay, perfect. Because I always seem to have a problem coming into this branch. So the manager is Dana. Mm-hmm. Okay, and you guys are refusing to cash my check because you want me to physically bring my contractor who's trying to do my home.
I don't know anything about your check, and that's...
Okay, and I'm asking to speak to a manager about this situation, so if you don't know anything... I didn't speak to a manager. She came up and she tried to disrespect me. Okay, and I did not get to speak with her. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm asking to speak with her.
You're asking to speak with her?
I'm asking to speak with the assistant manager.
That's the first time you've asked me, so I will let her know.
Okay, well, she came up very disrespectfully. She didn't ask to speak to me in private.
All right, if you would have a seat and be quiet, I can go get her.
I'm sorry, did you say what?
I could, if you can...
You said if I can have a seat? I told you I'm deaf and I'm hard of hearing.
You did not tell me that.
So you're asking me to what? Okay, but why are you telling me as a grown woman to sit down and be quiet?
Because there's other people...
That speaks everything to your attitude and your demeanor.
All right, don't sit down.
Respect yourself.
I do.
Respect yourself.
I absolutely do.
Please do. Okay, so the manager's name is Dana.
Mm-hmm, and she's not here today.
Okay, and the assistant manager's name, who I asked to speak with, is who, please, ma'am?
Her name is Jody.
Okay. And I'm getting these point of references to be able to, on the phone, speak with Navy Federal, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
How do you spell Jody, please?
Jody.
Okay. Okay. Did you put me in for an opportunity to speak with Miss Jody?
Yeah, I've let her know.
Okay, no problem. I'm going to go outside with my family for about 5 minutes so that I can have your peace and quiet kept in here, and then I'll come back inside just so you know if you call me and you don't see me.
If you want to take the card.
I think I have you guys' information. There's nobody's point of contact on here.
Right,
Is
well,
it
just the general
Okay,
number.
no problem.
Personally, at least from what's contained in this clip here, I don't think so. Again, there could have been other things that occurred outside of this clip that they've posted that actually would have been racist. Unfortunately, we don't have that information, which that's just what it is. There is a few interesting points that other people have brought up about, so you're hard of hearing, but you heard her tell you to sit down and be quiet beforehand, and things on those lines. And it's like, there could be various things to that. Usually, my experience of people with hard of hearing, you have to talk a lot louder, or sometimes even yell towards them to get them to hear you if they're almost deaf. But at the same time, if they're looking directly at you, they can also, some of them also have the capability of just reading words off of lips, reading lips, and things on those lines, and understanding what's being said because of that. I don't know. This is just one of those things where I look at it and it's just hard to really summarize anything out of the face value you get here. You can assume things for sure, but I don't really want to do so in this case here. But hey, I'll leave it to you guys in the comments. What are your thoughts? Here we have an old man at the bar. I haven't heard this combo before, who is upset that this bar worker is not talking to him enough.
Hey, let's talk about this right now.
What's up?
You, that's what's up. Your customer service gets a minus for me.
Minus?
I try to talk to you, you say nothing to me. You act like I don't exist. You disrespected me greatly. Why do you do that? You think that you're prideful or what? Are you better than me or something?
I'm
What's
not
going on?
No, I have multiple tables and a bar to take care of.
That sounds made up. You are sitting here doing this. I say kind words to you. You say nothing back to me. Why?
Because
You think I'm a drug dealer and an asshole and a crick cocksucker or what?
no.
What is it then? I am. You back off, you muscle man.
Well, if you don't believe it's something working.
Prove it.
Well, I won't. It'll be 911.
I don't give a f***. I talk to cops all day.
Okay, I'm talking to
You already. Save your goddamn call. Little bitch, treat me right or else. I ain't getting disrespected by a little bitch like you. Little fool. Fucking acting up like that. You, man. What's wrong with you? Who do you think you are? Be humble and gentle, dummy. God damn it.
I mean, I can understand being slightly upset that, the bar worker's not talking to me enough to what I believe, but this also could be that he's expecting some flirtation or some things along those lines. But yeah, the response she had was perfectly reasonable. She's trying to manage multiple tables and the bar. Unfortunately, she doesn't really have the time to do small talking right now. Then, of course, one of the other guys was walking by doing their thing and just stopped like, what in the world are you doing? You good, sir? You good going off of my staff member like that? And he just goes off at him instead too, which is, man, go home. You're drunk. You're clearly just drunk. Go home. This guy here catches a pair of people stealing some stuff from some shops and just records them, just because.
That's hella embarrassing, dude. Look at this shit. No plates, right? But I got video of you though.
Broke ass bitches, get a job.
Hey, my mama got a job. Look at y'all. Look at you, take a video. Y'all are embarrassing. Y'all are good.
Wait, let me have it. I'm going to jail anyways.
I'm good. Y'all are stupid as y'all really got no life. I'm post y'all over Facebook. Y'all gonna get caught.
You might be wondering, why don't they make an attempt to stop them? And I say, it's probably a good thing they don't, because this is America. You never know what's going to happen next if you choose to get involved with something along these lines. Like, you're already playing a dangerous game recording a group of people who are stealing. You never know if they may whip out a gun because they don't like you recording them. And also, second thing, have these guys ever packed a car before? Or is the boot and back seats just full? Because why is he grabbed a whole bunch of stuff and was going to hop into the driver's driver's seat with the stuff in his hand. Like, that's just stupid and extraordinarily... Like, I know you're already risking a lot of things, but you really want to get yourself killed while driving because you got a bunch of stuff in your lap and you crash and the airbag just pops it all into your chest. Like, like, you're just so stupid, really. This is an interesting clip here. So what's happened here is that one of the students of the mother who's behind the camera has been caught using their phone multiple times in class, interrupting the class with it, yada yada yada. I'm sure you get the idea of where we're going here. The teacher has confiscated the phone in response to these issues and decided it'd be a great idea that at the end of the school day, rather than giving the phone back to the student or giving the phone to the office and have the parent come in and collect it from there, she's decided to take it home with her and will give it to the school the next day. The mother now used an app to track down the phone and found it at the teacher's house and has come over to reclaim it. Here's what happens next.
So why is his phone in your house, though? We haven't gotten to that part yet.
What's important is that your son is always on his phone. He's always talking.
Ma'am, that is important. I paid a whole bunch of money for that phone. So I don't care about what disrespectful he is. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about why my son's phone is in your house right now.
He keeps talking. He interrupts me, disrespects me.
I can see why. Because you stealing phones. Can you go get my son's phone and give it to me? Right, you stealing phones. Let me find out. You flipping phones? No, that's what you doing? Taking phones from little kids?
His phone back when I take.
No, my son gonna get his phone back right now.
No,
bet money, ma'am. I'm. Listen, Miss Green, I'm trying to be nice to you, Miss Green. I'm trying to be nice to you, Miss Green. I'm about to, Miss Green, run me my son's phone. No, run me my son's phone. Y'all see this? Look at it. Yes, I'm gonna record. Yes, I'm gonna record you because you trifling. She's taking. This is Miss Green. She done took my son's phone. I done had iPhone, found the phone here, and she won't run me my stuff. Run me my son's phone. Ma'am, you talking about the wrong things. Yo, I swear, listen, I'm telling you, listen to me. If you don't run me my phone, run me, I'm gonna get it back right now. No, at your house, ma'am, don't do that. Don't push on me. No, ain't no have a nice day. No, run me my, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Like I said, I'm not leaving here. No, you're stealing. That's called grand theft. That's called grand theft. Yes.
Are you pushing me?
Listen, I told you. No, I'm telling you to run me my son's phone.
Okay, I gotta call the cops.
Well, go ahead, call the cops. I don't give a think I care. You really think No, I'm gonna get his phone here because as soon as the cops come, I'm gonna say she stole a $1,500 phone and you going to jail.
His phone from the principal.
Today, ma'am, I'm gonna either get my phone right now or I'm gonna take it out of somewhere you're not gonna like. Yo, I'm telling you. Run me my son's phone. You see what I'm saying? I'm not coming back nothing because I'm not leaving. I'm getting the phone right now. Watch me, ma'am. Don't push on my foot. Don't push on my foot. Do not push on my foot. Thank you, running. Y'all see how trifling she is? You see who she is, guys.
I'm a wonderful teacher.
No, you're not.
Look, I get a lot of these phone issues. It was a prevalent thing back when I was still in school about like 5, 6, 7 years ago. But on the same point, the moment you left the school with the student's phone still in your possession is the moment that you've done something wrong. At the end of the day, at the worst, even like you should have at least given it to the office and have the parent come in and reclaim it after school hours. You should never have taken it home with you. Like, there's no reason to ever need to do that. And it's just like, it's one of those things where I'm sitting here and I don't get it. Like, I suppose the whole phone issue's become 10 times worse since I was last in school a while ago. But rules that were in place there was that basically, like, I know now a lot of schools are just starting to ban the use of phones in school hours outright. But back when I was still in school, basically the idea was if you get caught with your phone in class, you'd have to take it up to the office and you couldn't get your phone back until the end of the day. If this happened enough times to you, you'd just be outright suspended from the school for a bit because, you know, you're clearly not here to learn. You're clearly here just to do your own thing and not really do anything about it. So that was your punishment for it. And I don't know if that was the right way to handle that either, but I don't think the way of handling it is to take the student's phone back to your house after you've confiscated from them. That's just not right in any degree whatsoever. Here we're in a bar where this guy decides to make an attempt to pick a girl up whilst at the bar, asking if she wants them to buy a drink at all. And she responds with, yeah, get me a shot and be back in 3 minutes or you're done. He wasn't exactly happy with her response, and so it implodes in a bit of an argument.
I was trying to be nice.
No, I get that, but you came up to us saying if we won the drink, so that's why I got that.
Okay.
But I would have never have asked a man to pay if you didn't come up and offer it.
Well, I mean,
You offered it.
Yeah, but you're like,
So that's why I got
being
that.
entitled about it. You're being entitled about it. Whatever. You're being entitled about it. You're like,
I'm
you
not.
got 3 minutes to buy me a shot, then I give you a number. It's like,
I'm not though. You came up to me and said, do you want a shot? And I said, yeah, we want one.
You can be a Karen about it, and I can get my voice louder.
So don't offer it.
Use it.
Okay.
Alright.
Good luck being successful in your life.
I am.
Don't come up to me again.
Don't come up to me.
You came up to me. Goodbye. Keep that shit recorded because that shit's psychotic.
Was that response from her necessary in any way, shape, or form? No, probably not. But at the same note, if you're trying to pick random people up at a bar, you should expect you're gonna get some wacky responses from people. It's just how it is. And then imploding into an argument like this because you got a response that you did not like is just stupid. There's a thing called just move on. If you don't like their response, you're clearly not going to click with them. What's the point getting into a further argument about this? Seriously, just move on, go and try and pick up someone else. You're at a bar, people are having alcohol, they're going to say a bit silly things, and well, that's just what it is. There's no need to get in a huge argument saying how entitled she is for doing her response, yada yada, it's just stupid. This next clip is probably the most wild sense of entitlement I've ever seen. We have an old lady who is sitting on the train, and another person, the person behind the camera, chose to sit down on the seat across from her. The old lady doesn't like that because she wants to put her feet up later, so you know what she does? She starts leaning her feet on top of the person behind the camera.
That's why
She's creating a fuss.
You can sit anywhere they want.
She's pretty crazy. I'm not
You were actually harassing me. You were touching me without my consent. Do you realize that?
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
And this is up until I decided to sit here. Your feet were in your space. Please, thank you.
I think you should stop the train for her.
You decided to move your feet and touch me. Get your feet off of me. How dare you? You're 75? You should be ashamed of yourself. You were acting like a child.
Who's the child?
You.
You're the child. You have the whole train to sit on, but you want to sit with me?
These are empty seats. There's plenty of space. You did not decide to do this until I sat here. You were the one causing the issue. You decided that you were all high and mighty. You got to sit in your high pedestal. And when I decided to come sit here, you decided to cause the problem. And you were still touching me.
If you continue to sit there, I will. You'll be fine. Look at all the seats right there.
No, I'm not going to move because this is ridiculous. You are the one who was harassing me. You were touching me without my consent. You're touching me. Get the off of me. You're getting your shoes off. Stop it.
Fine.
No. How about that, bitch? What's the issue? Your feet are still right there. If I have my feet here, they're in my space. You're taking up the entire area. This does not belong to you. That seat you paid for does. Not right here. This is where I paid for so I can sit.
We're done. You're fine. Enjoy the ride.
Thank you. You too.
When I put my feet up, I'm going to put them up.
No, you're not.
It's okay.
And I hope he's got a cop on the train. Yeah.
I'm sorry that this is happening. I'm no, you can't be that sorry. I'm not that sorry. She's fine now. She's calmed down.
No, I'm still not okay. I'm just trying to have an anxiety attack. Please.
You just have to separate, that's all. It's all good.
I'm going to put my feet up eventually. She's not going to like it. She doesn't move. But right now we're fine.
No, but she wants to put her feet on me.
There's even seats up there to put your feet up.
look, I'm sorry, but after the first few times of telling her not to do that, if she goes to put your foot in there again, I would personally just go on the phone, grab it, and twist it. Like, I'm sorry. To a certain degree, this just becomes assault, and, you know, you have a right to self-defense, and the court would probably see that as a somewhat reasonable thing. She was continuously putting her feet onto you repeatedly for no good reason, just because she's an angry old lady, and your response is just to twist her foot a little bit. That would cause enough pain to cause her to get very upset and probably either have this solution be ended or whatever. It's insane to see this entire mess. It's like, if you really are that desperate to put your feet up and there are supposedly other seats around, go move to that seat. Don't need to be an entitled old when it comes down to this, because that's just completely stupid. What's even funny, if you try doing this shit in like trains down here in Australia, because it's one of the key rules that you shouldn't be putting your feet up on opposite chairs. Like 9 times out of 10, they don't ever enforce this rule. But when it comes down to a situation like this, they probably would actually enforce that rule and probably kick you off the train at the next stop because, you know, you're just being an overall nuisance. In this clip, we get graced by the oh-so-gracious Ric Flair, who seems to be a bit drunk and doing some really stupid things and letting his ego take hold for a little bit.
Yeah, good. Well, I did anything wrong, except spend money and put this place over and bring my family and friends here. That is bad for you.
Why would it be bad for me?
Well, watch social media tomorrow.
I don't follow social media.
Well, you better.
I don't get stuck on my phone.
What's your name, nut job? Nicholas what? Nicholas Dickhead.
You don't have to call me like that, sir.
Don't ever talk.
You don't have to call me like that, sir.
You don't have to do this to me. You're humiliating me and my family.
I'm not humiliating you.
I didn't do one thing wrong. I walked into the bathroom.
And you cussed on my kitchen manager.
Oh, you're a kid I accosted. Really? What world do you live in?
No, same world you
live in. How did I accost him? Did I touch him?
Cuss him. You said cuss word.
I never said a cuss word. You know, is that his word against yours? I didn't say one cuss word.
Okay.
Okay, we're good. Let's go.
God. No, ma'am, I'm going to give you $1,000 tip just to say to him, kiss my ass. If you walk outside here,
you don't have to be disrespectful to me, sir. We're being
I know. You're disrespecting me.
How am I disrespecting?
Telling me to leave.
I'm not telling you to leave. We're just telling you that you're cut off.
Oh, I'm cut off because I'm drunk? Really?
Yes, sir. You no matter if you're famous or not.
Here, ma'am, please give yourself $1,000 tip.
I'll write it. Let me do it.
$1,000 tip. This guy and I are so cool. She and I are cool. And along comes the dipshit.
You don't have to call me like that.
I just said it.
I never did.
I'll say it again. You're a dipshit.
You have to get out of here right now.
Oh, I'm leaving. Trust me.
Thank God.
I won't come back again.
Thank God.
Come outside here and talk to me like a man.
I'm not going to do that because I'm on the clock.
You push you are. You're on the pussy clock.
Go outside if you want.
I was going to stop.
Hey, you want to go out and talk with me in the parking lot? Because I don't work here. I don't give a shit. We'll talk tonight.
What's that?
You heard me.
What's that?
No, sir. Please stop. Please stop. Okay?
What did you just say to me? What did you just say to me?
Excuse me.
Oh, I brought my whole family here.
Nothing quite like the ego of a rich person, and even the rich people that don't show off their ego, you get them drunk enough, it might come out, as we see here. I mean, you say it's just my word against yours. Well, unfortunately, it's your word against this video here, which I don't think really paints you in a favorable light. So, yeah, may have been a bad decision there. Oh, unfortunately, it's already out in the media. Whoopsie daisy. I don't know who did that. Not me. I mean, I can't fully be like uber angry at someone like this. It's just like you're drunk as hell. They're trying to cut you off and get you out. And of course, because they're trying to cut off your alcohol that you're already currently enjoying, you're not going to have the greatest reaction. Unfortunately, that's just what happens here. Hopefully, the next day he went in to maybe make some apologies. Probably not. Probably didn't care enough. I don't know. Who knows? You're not going to believe this, but someone encountered a crazy person at McDonald's. Yeah, I know, right? That's insane. Oh, wait, that's just normal. It's McDonald's. What else do you expect? Normal people? Actually, they'll be there too. There's just also a heavy abundance of wackos. Like this one here.
Get away from my car.
Come on!
Get away from my car.
Really, you? Boy? Get out of your car, boy! Son!
Go somewhere, crazy.
No, I'm not crazy. Get out of your car now.
You don't want me to
eating your McDonald's?
You don't
Get
want
out
me
of
to
your
go
car,
there.
asshole!
Get your order straight.
Come on. Come on now. I'm so ready to fight club this shit. Let's go. Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
Pussy. Pussy. You're a pussy. Get a degree. Go to school.
I am what I
Go
eat.
to school.
I am what I eat. You see my car versus your car.
You're eating McDonald's? Go to school.
You see my car versus your
Go
car.
to-
Bye. Bye.
Make $1 million a year, you
But you McDonald's.
son. No, I'm not eating at McDonald's. I was getting a coffee at McDonald's. You?
That's not
$2
eating?
bill?
That's not eating? Take your ass on.
Get out of your car, pussy. Get
Go
out
home.
of your car.
Go home.
I'm here. No,
Go home.
come on.
Go home, Miss Washington. Take your ass home.
Come on. No, get your ass out of your car. Are you gonna post this? Because you look like a pussy right now. A pussy with your Get a degree. Go to school. Go to school. Oh, I'm putting it on the internet. Really?
Yo, get away from my car.
I'm not near your car. Your white ass car. Let's go. No, pussy. Pussy. You're a pussy. You're a pussy.
Get away from my car.
You're a pussy. I'm not touching your
You
stupid
smell like
white
pussy.
two-door car.
You smell like pussy.
No, I
Get
don't.
get away from my
You
car.
only wish you could have this, dumb. Get out of your car. Come on.
This bitch bugging.
Come on. Dumb.
Look at this.
Like I have your car, much less expensive, dickhead. Come on. What a pussy. You're a pussy. A pussy. You are a pussy. Put that on me. Put it on Instagram. All that. I'm a pussy because this woman is. I'm a
done
pussy.
yet?
I won't even get out of my
You
car.
done yet?
I'm a pussy.
You done yet?
No, I'm not done yet. Till you get out of your car and stand up against me. Let's go.
You
Come
done
on.
yet? Can you go somewhere else? Look,
I'll
people are
go
trying
anywhere.
to. People
to
are trying
beat
to.
your ass?
people
I'll
are-
go anywhere
people
to
are
beat
try-
your ass.
Oh my God! People are trying to get in their car.
Go ahead. I'm not. I have no beef with her. I have a beef with you. Get out of your car, you little pussy. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so let me put this together, right? So you make $1 million a year, yet you go to McDonald's. No, not for food, but simply to get a coffee. What a waste of time and I just gotta sit here and question. Okay, so you're rich, and you only stop at a McDonald's, not to get a snack for food for the morning just because you're a bit busy. No, to get a coffee. I'm sure you go past better coffee places on your way to work. Heck, if you're that rich, get a flippin' coffee machine to have at home, and you can make really, really good tasting coffees and not have McDonald's or shenanigans. This seems a bit stupid. And the rest of the clip's just insane. This person seems like she's either drunk or high, maybe a mixture of both, maybe a bit insane. I don't know. There seems to be a lot of variables going on here, and she seems to be completely off the deep end. I'm sorry, but the whole internet's laughing at you for this one. You're sitting here going like, oh, you're going to post it on the internet? Oh, you're going to show how much of a pussy you are? It's like, you're just getting to show how much of an idiot you are. I'm sure that in a sober mindset, you'd look at this and go, oh, God, and cringe and just do all that crap. Because this is embarrassing as hell, man. This Karen here gets caught shoplifting, and eventually the police are caught, and when they arrive, she decides to give them the performance of a lifetime. Here it is.
My property, yes, I will. Walk out to the store. Get off the store. Back up. Back up. No, you're gonna be exerting the use of your badge as you have been, and I'm sick and tired of it. Go. Space. Elbow room. Back up.
You want me to go? You need to back up because you're being aggressive. You need to go. You're being aggressive.
Ask her one more time.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna take her out.
You're being aggressive.
Are you gonna leave or not?
Back up.
All right, let's go.
Don't. We're not gonna leave. Stop! 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 My hair! Grab her arm. I didn't even fucking do nothing to you guys. Stop! 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 Release brutality! Stop! 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 Stitches, you pig! No, you don't! That's my sweater! Alright, we'll grab it.
Bravo, bravo, what amazing acting. You should definitely get the Oscar for this one, maybe an Emmy too, and a Golden Globe. Look at you go, look at you go. I can't take this seriously. Wow. Just the screaming is like, police brutality! Ah, ah. It's like, what? You know, it's funny because because of unfortunate events from the past little while now, it's becoming more of a common thing where people who legitimately are getting arrested for legitimate reasons tend to act like this because they think it might successfully get a rise out of people who are around them to potentially do something about it. It doesn't work though because most people know better to not do something that's stupid, but you know, it doesn't stop them from trying to do that. Ultimately though, it ends up just looking like this, just very pathetic and disappointing to some point. Here we have a very interesting interaction in Walmart. So this guy's here to exchange an item, get an item swapped out for a different item because the one that he currently has is not functioning correctly, yada yada. He does not have a receipt and the item is over $50, and it seems like the policy for this Walmart instead said they can't do that type of exchange. And so here's how this goes.
You don't do exchanges at Walmart no more. Tell that to the camera. Tell it to the camera. Say it again. You don't do exchanges at Walmart. What is all these people right here for then? Hey, buddy, do y'all do exchanges at Walmart? Then you give me a sticker for exchange. Why won't you exchange my stuff?
You can exchange it.
I can exchange it, right?
I used to work at customer service.
Thank you. Exchange my...
Even without a receipt.
Even without a receipt, as long as I got my ID. Come on, exchange me, man.
Oh, okay. So you don't have a receipt because I got
ID. Any other time, all you have to do is show your ID. They either put it on the gift card. I just swap it out and go on about my way. I don't want no money, but I just want to swap it out. I got my ID and everything.
We don't do any exchanges over $50, and you don't have a receipt.
So what am I supposed to do with this?
Do you have your receipt?
No, ma'am, I do not. It was a gift. Once again, it was a gift.
Right.
Somebody tried to help me start my business up. They gave me a gift. It was a piece of. It didn't work. It was a piece of crap. It worked. It cut on the first job. So I just want a new one, so I can get back to work and call it a day.
Right.
That's it.
But we don't exchange if you don't have your receipt and it's over $50.
I got my ID though.
Uh-huh.
I don't want no money or nothing. I just want a new one just to swap it out. Y'all do that all the time.
We understand that, but we don't do exchanges over $50 without a receipt. That's what we're saying. So what's the policy? We're not able to exchange this for you because we don't have a receipt.
That's what I just came here the other day and got the exchange.
If we don't have a receipt, we're unfortunately unable to exchange it for you because you don't have a receipt.
Is that Walmart nationwide policy or just this Walmart?
It's Walmart's policy.
Nationwide policy.
We cannot do that. It's over $50 without a receipt. We cannot do that.
That's your word.
Sorry for the inconvenience, but we cannot.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Next time, you fat bitch, watch your mouth.
You don't have to take it.
You fat bitch.
You don't have to take it.
But I know what I need. I don't give a f. You work at Walmart, you ugly bitch.
Sir.
How about that?
Sir.
And I'm still putting it on social media. You Roseanne Arnold ball looking bitch.
Sir.
You ball again with a vest on, bitch.
All right.
I mean, first off, I just want to say that ending was so uncalled for. Yeah, it sucks you don't get what you want in this situation, and it seems like the policy of Walmart bounces and changes and dependent on which store you're at. But going off at them like this is just so unnecessarily uncalled for. It's just like that was just a massive self-report that you're just an asshole. And considering how this clip ended, I wouldn't be too surprised if you said something along these lines before you started recording, and that's why they don't really like you that much. I don't know, maybe be nice to people. It is weird that Walmart's policy here seems to be changing depending on the store, but I do understand the whole expensive items you kind of want to have a receipt for. And yes, I do understand gifted items you're not going to have a receipt for, which is its own issue. I don't know, we're not here to talk about that because it seems like the policy is being stupid, and this guy decided to be stupid on top of that stupid. This one's quite interesting. So these people have just landed in the Bahamas for their first time, and they've had a pretty interesting interaction with one of the locals inside of McDonald's there. We don't know exactly what happened inside of this McDonald's, and based upon the conversation from both sides of the story, we can assume that at some point the local did something to antagonize the tourist. Whether the tourist did something first or not is a different question, but we know for sure that the local did something that claimed to do some form of racist calling or something along those lines to the tourist, and it's ended up in this situation here. Let's get in the clip.
You girls in the front.
Officer, that's it. This is the police. You in the Bahamas.
Brian, walk.
Do not walk away from me.
What is Brian doing? Brian, get over here.
What did we do? Ma'am, you called me before you ordered my menu. No, ma'am, you called me.
What are you recording?
Sir, this was all over
This incident that you guys started.
This is our first time in the Bahamas.
This is what you started.
I did not start. You came at me, ma'am. Jensen, just calm down. Let the officer talk. Sorry.
You guys are ready? So,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You want to hear my story?
Yeah.
Okay, so we
You
just
guys step
got
on the side, come on the street.
Yep.
On the side? Okay.
So, yeah, we just got off the boat. We're here, vacation, ordered the food, and she was behind us, started freaking out, telling us we're going slow, hurry up, order. Kind of freaking out on
Do
it.
those cameras work in the McDonald's?
You have no approval. My sister is an IP lawyer. Turn that shit off right now. No, they cannot record me. No, because they don't have... No. I know, but if they post this, my sister is an intellectual property attorney. Okay, so if they really,
this is for our own protection.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. I have not allowed you. I have not given you rights to record me. So I will walk away.
My phone died.
I just say you walk away, we walk away. Let's all have a nice day. That's it. You know, I think that's
when she put that hot in my face and he called me Bummerclot,
ma'am, you were yelling in my ear.
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
Ma'am, I went like this.
At the very end.
That was in the beginning.
No, it wasn't. Show the officer. Show the officer.
Oh, I will.
Show him.
I will.
That came up to us
and apologize for that behavior. I will.
Show him right now.
I will.
Because I never called you in the beginning.
Yes,
so
you
stop
did,
it.
ma'am.
No, I didn't.
It doesn't matter in the beginning or whatever.
No, I didn't.
I didn't. Wrong. Ma'am, yes, you did.
And so what? If the situation is... I didn't call you.
How do you expect someone to act when you call them over ordering a meal?
Okay, what happened after the here now? Okay, they're saying that there was misunderstanding. You're saying one thing, they're saying the other. All right, but
and I want you to know we walked away multiple times, and she kept coming up to us.
No, you didn't. Because you put the hat in my face, which was disrespectful.
Ma'am, and then
you don't do that to a woman.
I am a woman.
Don't get exactly. All the more reason not to do it to another woman. Calm down. Sit down. Respect.
No. You don't have respect. You don't know what respect is.
Sit down and get out of here. Otherwise, I'll take you out to jail.
As I said, there's two sides to every story here. We've got two different sides playing out here. Usually the truth is somewhere in the middle. I would probably say that the tourist may have accidentally done something that might have provoked the local, or maybe they did do something purposely to provoke the local, and the local decided to react in a very unnecessary way. And from what I could do some light Google searching for, just sifting around a few websites, I really can't find anything that states you can't record in public. In the Bahamas, I came across a lot of information saying you can record the police in public doing their job. That is perfectly legal, but I really couldn't find anything else outside of that one with the police thing. And also, you can't record private conversations that you're not a part of, which is pretty self-explanatory because that kind of just goes that way with everywhere, basically. So I don't know what this other person's thinking here, because from what I can tell, there's not really much behind what you can record in public. What a wild introduction to the Bahamas, eh? In this clip, we have a little bit of an issue here. So the customer, the guy behind the camera, has discovered this item on the shelf in Walmart, labeled at $97. He decides to scan the item just to curiously see, like, is it actually $97? It turns out it's scanning up at $149. So he gets the staff involved, like, hey, what's this? And we have a very interesting conversation. Let's get into it.
But if he scanned it like he said he did.
So when you scan this, it says one.
Go ahead.
What does it say?
149.
But why does the display say 97?
Yeah, we're gonna scan it together. I can't tell you why the display says
what if I didn't have a
display.
scanner though?
You'd have got up there and scanned this, just like we're gonna scan this.
But isn't that like?
No, it's not false advertising.
Why not?
It's not.
Why not?
Because if you scanned it like you say you did, it's going to show you the price of it.
But the display says 97.
The display says 197, but you just told me you scanned it. So if you scanned it, let's scan it.
What if I didn't have a scanner though?
But you talking about what ifs? We can't talk about what ifs. If the world was green and this wouldn't be invented.
You can't rely on your customers, every single person, to have a scanner.
I can't, and I can't rely on what every single person says either, right? And since you said that you scanned this,
I can't rely on what Walmart says either. Then
okay, so you're right. You can't rely on what Walmart says, right?
I can't rely on what you're saying either.
You can't rely on what I'm saying. So
it's okay to call Michael.
Who is Michael?
Or his
name is Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Mm-hmm.
I'll call Nicholas.
Mm-hmm.
And what is he gonna tell me?
He's gonna tell you if you scanned it just like you say you did.
What if I didn't scan it though?
But that's not what you said. So we're talking about ifs.
Yeah.
That's what he said, right?
Yeah.
If you scanned it like you said you did, if you scanned it like you said you did,
you're making me
it's
take
$149.
You're making me think that this exact model right here.
I'm not making you think anything because you came to me. Walmart is not making you think anything.
Yeah, it says 97.
No, because Walmart isn't making you think anything because you came to me, a Walmart employee, and got me and said you scanned
You're
this.
a representative of Walmart.
I am. Listen, we're going to go through this. I am a representative of Walmart.
Mm-hmm. So Walmart is telling me that
Walmart
that's 97.
is telling you that this is $149.
No, it's telling me it's 97.
You that this is $149 because
97?
you walked up to me and said you scanned this.
Let me see. All right. So what does it say? It says 97, and this is
Go ahead and scan it.
This was there, right?
Go ahead and scan it.
Was that there?
Go ahead and scan it.
Was that there?
Go ahead and scan it.
That's fine, but you get it that
Was
it
that
says
there or
97.
But go ahead and scan it.
Was that there
but
in
you
display or
understand
no?
also, right, that it says 97
I understand
there,
that.
and that's kind of like...
I understand.
That's
Okay,
kind of like...
okay, I get it.
Like,
yeah,
it kind of gets... Like,
so you need to...
Like,
it doesn't get you anything because I don't have a problem with giving you the vacuum cleaner for $97. He came to me and said he scanned it and it said it was $97.
No, I know.
It's not $97.
No,
it's not $97.
I scanned it and I knew it was a model.
Okay.
I scanned it and I knew it was a model. I understand the prices vary online and in the app.
No, I'm not talking about online or in the app. I'm not talking about anybody who said anything about online or in the app.
Okay, but you're disregarding
It says here,
fact that it says 97.
I'm not disregarding anything.
This wasn't displayed. You just took it out of there, right?
This was displayed right here.
Okay.
Let's start from the beginning.
It was displayed right there.
Let's put it back. We're gonna start from the beginning because see, this is what you came and got me and said.
Yes.
It was displayed just like that.
And when you scan that exact same thing that says 97, when you scan it, it gives you this model, right? It gives you the model.
When
right?
you scan this thing, it doesn't say $97.
But it says
It's
this model.
It doesn't say $97.
But it gives you this model.
I understand. $149.
Yeah, sure. It doesn't say.
Okay.
It doesn't. I agree with you.
It says $149.
I agree.
Okay, so you would like for us to match the price for $97?
Sure.
Not a problem. That's all we have to do from the beginning.
All right.
I love how quickly the Walmart employee just goes, yep, I'll just give you the $97 for the item then, when she realizes that he's been recording this entire interaction, because it just like seems so nuts that she's trying her best. Nope, it's $149. That is what it is because you scanned it and it showed up at that. That's just not how that works. Now, right now I'm about to cite Australian consumer law, which I understand is a lot stricter and a lot stronger when compared to the consumer laws in America. But if the display ticket is either for the correct item or the shelf's been misfilled, like let's say this cleaning product has been filled into the slot where our dishwashing liquid is going, and the dishwasher liquid is cheaper than this cleaning product, but unfortunately they filled like 10 of this cleaning product in front of the ticket for the dishwasher liquid. They have to honor that price because it's been misfilled. That item is filled up in that slot at the wrong price, and they have to honor the price for the person who spots it and brings it up, and they have to immediately fix it. Well, in most cases, if it's an item that's under $50 or $100, depending on the policy of the supermarket, you actually get the item for free if it's displayed at the wrong price. Again, if it's an expensive item, they'll just match the lowest price at that point. But like, that's just how it is. There's no matter what's happened afterwards, if it's displayed underneath the wrong price, that's the price they get it at. That be that simple. Here's a clip that will probably peeve a lot of you guys off, and that's just unfortunate, but here we have a person who's parked into a disability car park, and an older person has come up and accused them of parking illegally because they don't look disabled. And as you'll see with a section at the end of this clip, they do have a disabled placard. Anyway, here's the clip.
Okay, well, I thought I'd report that and make sure that you're aware of it. All right, well, thank you very much. Hi. You have something to say?
No, what do you have a problem with?
All right, I asked you if you have a disabled
What do
parking.
you need to ask about what is wrong with me for? It's discrimination.
All you blacks know about discrimination, and that's not the story. The story
You black,
is...
son. Okay, that's racist.
You want me to let me talk or not?
No. That's racist.
It doesn't matter. No, all of you have that same story. You don't let people explain, and that's all you young people know.
You don't need to explain to me.
Well, you're asking me.
You don't need to
taking
explain.
a picture.
You don't need to explain to me.
Then why are you asking me if you don't want me to explain?
You
That's
don't.
dumb.
You don't need to
You
come and
stupid
ask. Look, you don't need to explain.
You're asking me with your camera, so I'm explaining to you.
Because you said you was calling the police on me.
I did.
Because I don't give a really wrong with me because I parked in handicap.
Yeah.
That was none of your business.
Yes, it is. Because I'm disabled and I have a problem finding a space. And I asked
How many empty spaces was it for you to park in?
I have to go around and look.
Well, that's your problem. You should have got here earlier.
It's my problem, disabled people like me.
Well, we can wait till the police get here then. That's your problem.
Well, it's going to be some time.
Well, that's your fault then.
It's not my fault.
Just like you said, it's all.
But like I asked you, you said you didn't.
Don't say it's all our blacks' problems because you couldn't find a park. Well, I'm glad.
You always bring that racist remark in everything. That's your ace card.
I did not say that there was racist until you said it was our blacks' problems.
Don't turn things. It's no use talking to people like you.
It's on the internet. It's all right. Because you said it was our blacks' problems.
Hi, she's asking me, and I can't talk to her because she makes this a racist thing.
You said blacks.
But blacks is right. But you people bring that into every case.
Yeah, you just said
that's
you people
your ace card. That's your ace card.
Of course, the classic, because they look fine, they must not be disabled in any way, shape, or form. There are literally various different things, like there's invisible disabilities. This person could also be motoring around a disabled person. That is also a completely reasonable thing that could occur here. And that's beyond that. If they have the disabled placard, then in my personal opinion, you shouldn't go further into it. You don't need to harass them about it. You don't need to do them. Yes, there are people who do drive around disabled people who then take advantage of that disabled placard when they're not doing so. That is definitely a thing. But ultimately, if they have that placard, move on with your day and just move on. Like, there's no point. It's ridiculously stupid, and you're just adding on to the pile of harassment that these people probably already deal with on a day-to-day basis. Okay, I'm going to ask you to bear with me for a moment, because this clip has a fair bit of story of what happened prior to the actual clip itself. So, the person behind the camera here is there with their grandmother and their son at a Mexican restaurant. Her mother has taken the pen from her son, and her son made some form of groan noise. You know, the typical, something along those lines. And someone in the restaurant in the background said, I want to hear what you said, but I can't hear you over these effing kids. And so the person behind the camera gets up to confront this table. It only turns out that she went to the wrong table first, and the actual person who said this was trying to hide in the background. Ultimately, she figured out that she's at the wrong table and goes find the person who's trying to hide. This ultimately devolved into a full-on fist fight in the middle of the restaurant, which only stops shortly after the police start to arrive, and that's where this clip jumps in. Let's get into it.
It's a baby. It is a baby. Are you fucking insane?
Don't bring your baby in a
fucking yelling at me, goddammit. Don't yell at me.
I'm only yelling at you because you're yelling at me, and I'm trying to get you to listen.
So I'm trying to tell you, if you plan on finishing your dinner, sit the down
and eat.
That's what I'm telling you.
Because other people are trying to have a conversation. That's what I did with my children. I didn't have it so loud where people at my table, at tables next to me, couldn't hear me talking.
Yeah, I don't voice, so everybody in the damn
but ma'am,
restaurant.
listen, you start screaming at the top of your voice.
Because I never heard the baby.
We never even heard the baby over there.
Where's the baby? I went to the bathroom earlier. I could hear the baby in the bathroom. I'm sitting right there.
What baby?
I can hear.
You're an ignorant bitch.
I can hear her talking.
I'm not.
I can hear her baby in the bathroom.
You started yelling at this baby.
Now we're gonna get everybody's food to go, and you're all gonna.
I'm just trying to get up out of my seat. She wouldn't let me out of the seat, and she back me.
If we stay, people are going to jail.
Okay.
So get your food to go, pay your check, and go.
Okay.
Oh, that's so cute. Let's not do
this. Whore.
Yes, it sucks when you're at a restaurant with your friends or family and you're trying to have a conversation with it, and it turns out that a baby's in the restaurant, being as a baby does, loud and annoying. Yes, that does suck, but it doesn't mean that you have to say loud enough that the people with the kid will hear you, that you can't hear people over these kids. That is so unnecessary. Yes, it sucks, but welcome to the factor of life. Babies exist in the world. They're not going to just vanish because you don't like hearing them, and unfortunately they're going to be in restaurants when their family wants to eat out, and unfortunately they're going to act like babies. Who would have figured? What entitlement. Here's a fun clip. So what's happened here is an overweight guy has sat down in a chair next to another person. This person was not happy about that and expressed that in probably the most dumbest way you probably could have. By the way, I just want to let you know the person who she's claiming is fat is the guy in the video with the white button-up shirt. Okay? You'll see him at the end and you'll see what I mean, that this seemed a bit beyond stupid.
No, ma'am. I'm not cursing at anyone. No, ma'am. Absolutely. I will give him an apology. Oh, because we don't like fat people next to us? Oh, okay.
You sure don't want your sitting next to me?
I've checked in my plate. The fuck? I paid my money? So because I don't want your gut overlapping me, that's my problem? Right, I don't like fat people. No, I don't. Your gut is here and overlapping here.
No, I don't
like fat people. No, I don't. I don't like fat people. No, I don't. I paid my ticket, that's all I know. And I know I paid my ticket. And you're fat, so he's too El Gordo to get to me. You too El Gordo. Yeah, you fat pork eating. No, you want to.
Ma'am,
no,
we're going to be calling the Leos. You're not flying today. You're not flying today.
I'm not flying because they talk shit to me. We didn't start this, they did. And I paid my money, so that's all I know.
Oh yeah, did I forget to mention that Karma also said hi in this clip? Well, there's your information there. Karma said hi. She got told that she's not flying today because of her actions here. And man, that guy in the white button-up shirt that she's pointing out, he's not fat. I could say that he probably is overweight. He's probably got a beer gut, but he's not what most people would define as fat gut leaking over the chair. I'd be assuming you'd be talking about some 350, 400 pound person who's just larger than the chair itself, so they seep over the actual handles themselves. But no, it's just an ordinary guy who's probably got a little bit of weight on him. My god, what an unnecessary, over-the-top reaction to this all. This person behind the camera is calling out someone's very entitled parking in the middle of the road.
I am so sick and tired of these people on Ali'i Drive just thinking it's okay to just park your car there in the middle of the road while there is traffic and other people waiting for them. Why is this okay? Where are the cops now? Is this okay? You think this is okay to just leave it in the middle of the street with traffic backed up like that? There's a side road right there. There's a parking spot right there. You can't stop and park in the middle of the street like that. That's so rude and disrespectful to everybody else around you. I hope you get a ticket.
Is it the type of entitled person who is not willing to take a bit of a walk just so they can get a legitimate parking space? Nope, the world belongs to them. The world is their oyster, and that means they can park in the middle of a road, building up traffic just to go do what they want and not come back in any timely fashion. I would like to see more of this, people just calling out others for just stuff like this. But also, be careful about it. You never know when someone has a bit of a loose screw. This Karen's upset that whilst at the dog park, one of the other dogs decided to drink out of the same water bowl that her dog was drinking out of and was also taking her dog's ball. In the clip we can see those two dogs are kind of playful to each other and having a ball, but hey, the Karen wasn't having it, so here's the clip.
You look good and you're healthy.
Get everything.
But you're talking of a little dog? What are you going to get, a wage dog and see if they're over 35 pounds?
No, I expect people to have respect for others.
We do, but you're not
We
showing
have respect, and you're telling
You're the
us
one who didn't show respect.
You're telling us to shut up. Don't tell me to shut up.
Shut up.
Listen,
I'm filming you right now.
Go ahead.
Listen, we all get along. These dogs are non-aggressive. And if you have a very beautiful dog, you're very pretty, but why are you so difficult?
Because you Hispanic assholes come
I'm
in
not
here
Hispanic.
and think you
I'm
know
American.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm American, and I was born in America. So you're a racist, stupid white woman.
You're goddamn right. By the way, the woman who's filming this, her dog comes in, drinks out of my dog's water, takes her ball, runs around. She doesn't say a word.
It's a park. It's a dog park.
It's a free world.
Where is my dog supposed to drink water from?
Get your lazy ass going. There's 3 bowls of water right there. They need to be filled up. Fill them up.
She really showed her true colors there by saying, oh, you Hispanic people. It's like, like, I don't get some people like this that just have to always equate everything to the race of that person. And it's even funnier when they get that so ridiculously wrong on the same note. Here we have a conflict between a pair of Macca's workers, or actually, I'm sorry, that's Australian, a pair of McDonald's workers, which has seemingly reached its boiling point.
I let you see me stock and clean with that rag. Because how to see you just stock and clean with that rag? You weren't here yesterday night. The other night, I did that. I was here last night. Don't tell me what I don't do. I cleaned your store and you were taking your car. No, Cassandra, it's fine because the other tonight I'm gonna clean what I do and restock and wipe off the rag every night what I do. Every night. I do that every night. You want to leave it too? Go ahead. I'm supposed to leave it too. You gotta kill my money. I got 2 kids. Go ahead. Okay, what does that matter? That doesn't. I don't care. Like, what? Do I have to have kids to leave early? Because the other night, bro, I had to do like 17 different things because Cassandra let Justin leave early, and I had to think about it.
Listen to me. I had to leave early. Without being sick, it can be too many people here. Yes, love. You know, so it's nothing.
So you're saying after staying an extra hour to do everything, but Jessica gets to leave early? Plus time to. That don't make sense.
Yes, barely the customer. Forget it. I don't want to hear nothing. Barely the customer.
Okay. I got 2 kids. I can't say you twice. I have to take it over. I got 2 kids.
Are you going to answer this?
I do my job. Just don't bring my name up.
Are you going to answer the customers?
No, I'm fine. Because I'm picking up every come here. I let you see me stock and clean with and everybody in the store. Don't you ever bring my kids up in your mouth. That's what you're saying. In your life. You're literally saying your life. In your life. I'm not saying. Do you understand? Okay, first of all, I didn't say anything. Don't you bring my kids up. I didn't say anything. In your life. I didn't say anything. In your life. I gotta go. Okay, go then. I didn't say anything. You want to go home? Don't bring my name up or my kid's name in your mouth. Clean the stove. You want to clean? Go home. Don't bring my kids up. Bro, they good. They better than you. They live better than you. I'm here at the stove. When I come in, I clean, I stop. When I leave, I clean, I stop. Leave me alone and don't bring my children up. What I'm saying, I'll put my life before my kids. I will bitch over my kids. I had to pick up your slack because you left.
Look, everything about this aside, you should, like, just the person bringing up the other person's family issues and stuff that does not involve them or involve their workplace in any way, shape, or form is just unnecessarily petty and honestly just disgusting to a certain degree. It's like, cool, yeah, she has family, they might have issues or whatever you're trying to use against them for that, but that is completely unrelated to this conflict you two are having at work, and furthermore to that, that is just outright stupid. Like, you don't do that. That's no-go. There's Karen and Kevin were caught attempting to try and take the big, massive metal thing that is filled to the brim with other valuable metal things off the bottom of a catalytic converter. I was trying to make a joke. Leave me alone. And, well, when she gets caught red-handed, try to make up this big, massive excuse of why they're there, in spite of the fact that the her accomplice has clearly got a saw of sorts.
Huh?
Yeah.
Do you know what kind of tree this is?
What are you guys looking for?
This tree.
Gordo, go call your dad and Derek, please.
For what?
Go call them.
I think there's kids coming down the street. Is that them?
Who?
The kids down the street?
No, can you guys get off my property, please?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, get off my property, both of you guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. I really wanted to ask about the tree. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you're right on my property.
I'm sorry.
My cameras, my alarm system's going off. You guys woke up everybody, so...
I'm so sorry. I just wanted to ask about I didn't know.
I know, you're right on my property. You're going through my cars.
No, I was right on the side here. I didn't mean to... I'm sorry. I didn't
Yeah, that's really dangerous. Really dangerous.
Let me just explain. I'm really sorry. I was asking about the plant. That's all. This tree.
Why are you carrying that? What are you doing with that on your hand?
Wait, what's dangerous? Hold on.
You're on my property. Why are you carrying that?
No, we were just asking. I was going to come to your front door and ask you about the tree.
Call the cops.
Oh my gosh. Okay. No.
You're literally walking in my house with a drill.
Babe.
Shit. You're walking in my yard with this. What were you about to cut?
No, I was going to ask if I can...
You literally got caught. You literally got caught. No, you're not asking shit. You're getting in my property with that shit in your hand.
I'm sorry.
You got the wrong house, dude. You need to get the out of this neighborhood. Get out of this neighborhood. This is going on video. You don't come in somebody's property with tools and shit ready to break something.
Okay, I know, but I want to understand. I'm not upset.
Get away. Get off my property.
Okay, you explain. Get out of here.
Okay, but I know, but please understand. Like, I'm not trying to hurt you. I just want to ask.
All right, well, go. Try to hear you talk.
I love how her accomplice is just like, nope, I'm moving on. Let's get out of here. This is not worth it. We've been caught. Let's just move on before things get any worse than what they already are. Yet she is determined to make them believe her bullshit story that she's made up on the spot about wanting to know about the tree and then having a saw and then redirecting it. Oh, I wanted to cut down part of the tree. It's like, that's still illegal. Like, seriously? Some people just do not know how to think on the spot. You know, it would have just better if you just shut up and left. And you wouldn't have had this clip that probably got caught on a lot more than what it would have happened without your stupidity. Here we have a solicitor going out to a house with a no soliciting sign, attempting to solicit, but also saying that they're not a solicitor. Here's the clip.
Dude, I hear that. Oh my goodness. Hey, how are you, ma'am?
Do you see that sign?
Yeah, not the solar guy, unfortunately. I just take care of Carlos 2 doors up. I do the pest control for a lot of the houses right here.
That's still solicitation. That's sales.
Gotcha. Who do y'all use for the bugs?
Does this look like a face that's around right now?
No, not really.
Okay, so this right there says no sales, and since you're still talking to me, that means that you're offering me the sacrifice of my next full moon ritual.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just trying to have my energy in check.
Yeah, you should probably get the off my property.
Okay.
Learn how to read. Thank you.
Yeah, how's it going? That's not very good energy.
If you knock on a house that has that type of sign, you should expect to get potentially have abuse hurled at you because you just directly ignored a sign they have at their front door. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. I know you got to sell things, but think a little bit before you do something stupid. In this clip, we've got seemingly another round in the saga between this doctor and this doctor/doctor's office, emergency place, hospital, and the person behind the camera. Here's a clip.
If this conversation is being recorded, that violates
my right to record it, and yes, actually it is. There's no law against it in the state of North Dakota.
It violates our policy that you.
Well, it violates my policy by having. Yeah, I'm recording myself right now. And there's no law in the state of North Dakota that protects you, actually, so go look it up. So you're refusing care with not having him. Yes, you are. By not allowing him, allowing him to come back, you're refusing care. As I told you, I'm having problems breathing.
Not accurate.
That is accurate.
I'm not refusing you care.
That is accurate.
I'm refusing to let you come back with you because you film.
I can film. It's my right. It's my right.
So what is the reason that I am not allowed to go back?
Because in the past you have posted videos of us and
he hasn't
on TikTok.
He hasn't. It was me, and it's because of your corrupt doctor that had me arrested or tried to have me arrested, and then put me on the street. And then, did you watch the video? Did you watch the video? Did you watch the video? End it all you want. So you're refusing care, yes or no? Are you refusing care? Okay, then allow him to come back. Then allow him to come back. It's my body, and I can record. I can record, period.
If you'd like to register, come back yourself.
I've already been registered, and he's allowed to come back.
He is not.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
And where does it stated in the law that he's not allowed to come back?
Without being
where does it stated in your law? Go get me your law that states that he's an. Exactly. You just said there's no law that he's not allowed to come back.
I'm not going to stand and fight with you.
Because you're wrong. You're wrong.
Okay.
And what was your name? What was your name? Mallory? Okay, Mallory. Thank you, Mallory. I'll go have chest pains, Mallory. Thank you. Just so you know, Mallory. Come on. No, it's fine. Let's go. No. No, I'm not coming back alone because you're corrupt. And so are your doctors. That's your policy. It's not a hospital policy.
Is that good for any car or is that the entire hospital?
It's just for me.
Our policy is to put circumstances and provisions in place whenever we have a situation.
Provisions? Okay, so yep. And is that in your hospital policy? Where's your hospital policy that say?
It is in our policy.
So I want that policy sent to me. I want that policy sent to me, okay?
Where would you like it sent?
You guys have my information?
Okay.
Send it. And your doctor is
we are
corrupt.
not refusing to see you.
You are. You just did.
Okay.
You just did refuse to see me.
Have a good evening.
You just did refuse to see me.
Look, I'm going to be honest, because of my just overall lack of knowledge of dealing with American health systems and heck, even Australian health system, because I don't really need to deal with that too much because I'm lucky like that, I guess. I'm honestly just going to refrain from commenting any further. But I will ask, what are your thoughts in the comments down below? Here we have a pretty unfun clip with a person who has a supposed service dog, has gone to this gas station. The person who's working there isn't exactly happy with that, says something he probably shouldn't have, and now we have this explosive clip from the owner of the service dog.
Great. So, just when everyone's concerned, this is what happens when someone tells you you can't have your service dog in a gas station. This is my service dog, superly well behaved. With his access card that I showed. This guy likes his job, right? You like your job? I thought you did. That's it. I'm over this shit. You piece of shit. You realize this is on video, right? You like your job. You like your job. You know how much you do. Do you know how? I can because you're in public. I can put you on camera because you're in public. You enjoy this? Have fun, bitch. Have fun. That's a service dog and you're a piece of shit. You're an asshole because I can. And I just showed you that I can. And you can go yourself.
I don't need the recommendation.
You do.
I need the ID.
All you need, there's no such thing as a ID.
No, I need.
Guess what?
I need.
Tell
the
me
ID.
again you don't have. Tell
I
me
need
you need
the
an ID.
I need
There's
the
no
ID.
such thing.
The guy behind the register has lacked experience with dealing with this type of thing ever, because like I said, I've said this many times over the years, I am an outsider looking into this type of system in America, and it always confuses me whenever it gets brought up via a clip, and I've looked into it, and I see it's just a weird mess of, you can't really verify if it's a service dog or not, and you can't ask too many questions about outside of, is that a service dog? And that's about it. Not what it does or anything on those long lines. You have very heavy restrictions on what you can ask. And obviously this person here doesn't understand that, or maybe they do and they're just being an ass here. I don't know. It's just, yeah, either he has no idea what to do in the situation, or is just a dick, and then this person's had a bit of an explosive response to it, which I can't say is not justified. They probably deal with crap like this all the time, but I wouldn't agree with it either. Here's an interesting one. So this Karen is walking around on an Easter Sunday and they see this store open, and rather than just mind their own business and move on with their time, they decide to take the time out of their day to go into this store, not to buy anything, but to go offer the people working there for being open on an Easter Sunday, because, you know, the big brand store is not open this day.
Owned and run. They always close on Easter Sunday.
But they're open.
No, that's the small one here.
That's still the same brand, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it is.
But what's...
No, I'm just asking it. I wondered, because you're a new business.
Yeah.
And, you know, trying to obviously get the community to use you. But, I mean, I'll never come and buy anything from you because you opened on Easter Sunday.
Okay.
That's
is
how it important it is.
I do have a question, though.
Yeah.
Is it a certain law that we must follow?
Well, I know the bigger
Right,
shops
that's the first question. The second question I do have is, ironically, you said the cafe are open on a Sunday to make money for business, for customers that want to spend time and so forth, right? We're open as an essential shop, as you can see. Yes, we have household DIY.
I think the big one, the Causton Hardware, which
Yeah.
has got everything, not just cheap tat, they're not open.
Okay.
And the other vape shop that's up here, they're open. I just wondered if you'd actually thought about it.
All right.
I want to buy your cheap
Okay, bye.
Bye.
These people sound like they're in the UK. That might be completely wrong, but I'm assuming it's that just based upon how everyone is talking here. And I don't know their laws too well, but I do understand that Australia's laws with public holidays, stuff like Easter weekend and stuff like that, is very similar to how the UK does it, because our system was mostly adapted from them. But Good Friday is the only day where things are legally required to be closed. And there are exceptions. Restaurants, the places that serve food, and fuel stations, and probably a few other smaller things, but all in all, they have to be closed. But every other day, no, that's not quite the case. And even furthermore than that, the smaller grocery stores might still be open on Good Friday because they are allowed to, because there's sometimes different rulings for smaller stores. And then furthermore to that, on public holidays, sometimes the big stores won't bother to be open on those public holidays purely because they know that not much foot traffic will come in, and they're not willing to swallow the public holiday staff rate, especially on top of the Sunday staff rate, depending on how they get paid. Whilst this is clearly a store owned by a few people who are also here working in said store, so it's not like they're paying holiday rates for the additional customers they might see. I don't know, this is like one of those things, just mind your own business. Oh no, they're empty. Unless it's a law they're breaking, why should you care? Just move on with your day. This clip is actually quite interesting to me because it really will come down to the question of who do you actually believe in this story. So basically what's apparently happened prior to the recording here is that on a previous visit, this person behind the camera did not have a good experience with this Taco Bell. So they decided to take the online survey that, is always on the back of those receipts, those damned receipts, went online, took the anonymous survey and made a complaint about that Taco Bell. And apparently, according to the person behind the camera, when she came in to do an online order here, she was standing there waiting. Apparently, this person who's currently on the phone came and approached her and basically tried to poke and query at her about the supposed survey and started going off at her about bad-mouthing her on the survey, apparently. And then it escalated to here where now she's being kicked out because of past history.
Just came in and ordered online.
You don't have a reason right now. But
Okay.
Previous history, we're not allowed.
What history are you referring to?
My boss is on the phone if you'd like to speak to
Yes, please. I would love to speak to her.
Hold on, let me put you on speaker because you're not touching my phone. Go ahead.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
We refuse the right to serve you
Okay, can I ask why?
because there's been consistent issues of you coming into the store, causing disruption, and we can no longer
Did you just accuse me of destruction?
disruption.
Oh, disruption. What disruption are you referring to? Are you referring to your manager being very rude and disrespectful and me doing a survey about it online and she confronting me? Is that what you're referring to?
So what do you want me to do? Do you want me to call the cops?
Oh, no, I'll leave. Don't worry. I'll call your corporate and I'll let them know what's going on because this is insane. All I do is come in here and I order food and I go about my business. I don't do nothing else. I don't do anything else but order my food. This young lady has been disrespectful, rude, and very, very, very ghetto this whole entire time.
Say a word, Molly.
So, and she didn't say anything to me. All I did was place my order on the on mobile, and I'm here standing waiting for my food. And she came up to me and told me that I'm being disrespectful, that I can't be here because of I'm banded or something like that. She said that I'm banded because of previous history of her. Okay, so you're telling me that her approaching me, a customer, yelling and screaming at me and asking me and questioning me about a survey that is supposed to be confidential? Is that legal? That's okay for her to do? Question a customer about a survey that I did online that is supposed to be confidential? Because that's what started this. Her being angry, telling me that she gets even with me because I wrote a survey about the bad customer service that's given in this place.
What do you want me to do, Molly?
She said she was leaving, so.
No, I'm leaving. I just want to make sure that you understand that you're putting me out because your management is horrible management, extremely ghetto and horrible. So that's up to you if you want to keep that. You have fun with that. I need my refund back though.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I paid for my stuff.
Yes, she will definitely refund.
Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna leave because I am way more class than this. This is trifling. I've never met some ghettoists. I've never in my life. I can speak. I'm allowed to speak until you give me my money. Exactly. Just refund me and stay quiet and nice like you're doing right now.
She's patient. She's pushing my patience.
Just go ahead, mommy. Because you're acting nice because your manager's on the phone. But you were so nasty when she was not on this phone.
This is... I don't really know what to think on this one if I'm 100% honest. Purely because both sides of the story acted both cool, calm and collected about this entire thing. Like the person behind the camera wasn't going off at the worker heavily. She was just like saying her piece to the manager and said that she'll leave once she's done. So I do question what actually happened prior to this clip, and I'd assume that the person on the phone probably was thinking the same thing purely because of this wasn't the usual angry, upset, aggressive customer. She was calm, she was cool, she was collected. Yes, she also called the person a bit ghetto, which... you can have your own opinions on your thoughts on someone doing that, but beyond that, I wouldn't really throw the person behind the camera under the bus much here either. I don't know. I'll put this question to you guys. Who do you think's in the right here? What do you think happened? In this clip, we got the person behind the camera interacting with the cops over something, I would say somewhat major depending on who you are, but basically he put some unnecessary hassle for the police, probably for various reasons, maybe to play up the story on camera and other things along those lines. I do get it, but here's the clip anyway.
I know, I got it. I got it, but you're coming up to me very aggressively.
Sir, are you going to provide me your license?
Okay, but what did you catch me speeding on?
Is this car registered to you?
Yeah, absolutely, sir.
Okay.
What did you catch me speeding on?
License, sir.
What was I speeding?
You're not going to provide me with your license?
I'm absolutely going to, but can you tell me what I did wrong?
I already told you. If I ask you for your license one more time, I'm going to pull you out this car.
But sir, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong?
Provide me with your license.
Absolutely, but you need to tell me what I did wrong. Unless I did something wrong, you will not receive my...
I'm going to write you a ticket. If you do not provide me your license, you are now obstructing, which is an arrestable offense. So I'm asking you to provide me with your license. I clearly told you...
Sir, I need to know what I did.
Let me see your license,
You can't...
sir.
I do not need to identify if I haven't done anything. What have I done?
Get out the car.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, whoa! Whoa! What the fuck? You let go of me!
Alright, before you speak to my supervisor, here's a citation for doing 60 and a 45. With this ticket, you can pay it, you can contest it in court, or you can elect the school out.
Sir, you stole my identification.
I'm gonna put this right here for you.
Take it?
No.
Okay,
there's
your
ticket,
There's
sir.
your ticket.
Well,
have a good day. Goodbye.
That's how you guys handle it. I got assaulted, and that's how you handle it.
I understand the point of view of not wanting to really hand over your ID until the cop tells you why they pulled you over today. But at a certain point, you should just do it probably to save you the unnecessary hassle that this probably ended up becoming. Like, they didn't use anything against you aside from the speeding ticket. They didn't bother with any other charges, which I think you got lucky on. And yeah, you might be able to pursue an assault case here, but I don't know how well that would go considering they pulled you over for doing 60 in a 45 zone, which I would say is pretty major speeding. Like, converting miles to kilometers here in Australia, that's the difference between a main road and highway speeds. And highway speeds on a main road can be pretty deadly, especially depending on the area. I don't know. What's your thoughts? Here we watch an interesting fight over land near a highway exit.
Right now, you bitch! Right now! You think I am this son of a bitch? You ain't that around here,
My only question is why? Why would you even want this land in the first place? And then why would you fight this much over this type of land in the first place? Here we have some Lacrosse drama.
You're a dirty little bitch. I see it in your face. What? Hold your baby and say that, you piece of shit. Why don't you fix your hair?
Just leave. The coach. I'm protecting my player. Get off my school property right now.
No. Let's play dirty.
Gary, get on the f***ing field. It's high school lacrosse, bro. You can't be threatening. You can't be threatening a minor, dude. Don't touch my phone. Don't touch my phone. Don't touch my phone. You just told me that. You really think he's lying? Don't touch my phone. Get off school property. Don't touch my phone right now. Before we call the authorities. Get off school authority right now. Get off school property right now. Go to the board. You sound like it. Just go to the board. It's bro. She's from Cedar. That's stop. You are talking to my minor. Stop. Please. That's fine. You can do that while you go away. While you leave.
People are threatening my brother.
Okay, do that professionally, right? There's a committee. There's a board. No. You're sitting here screaming.
You tried so hard.
You have a child.
There's like 7 different conversations going on right now.
Gary!
Your nephew will find you.
School sports. No matter what form you decide to take, you sports, there's always drama involved when it comes down to it because, you know, parents can't help but get heated over anything to do with their kids being competitive against other kids. It doesn't matter what it is. If there's any form of fight between the kids competitively, the parents seem to go way overboard with it almost every single time, and you get stuff like this. It's kind of funny that this always happens, and also kind of sad, because this is who we are as a society. Oh, it's still funny. This next clip is a pretty funky clip to say the least, and I'll explain part of those reasons post the clip itself, but basically what's happening here is this guy's doing some chalk drawing on one of the footpaths off the side of what seems to be a semi-busy area. Anyway, apparently a bunch of people have called the police over it, and well, now the police are here to deal with it in the way that American police know best how to do. Here's the clip.
Huh?
Getting phone calls on you for that.
Is it breaking the law?
Yeah.
What law?
Graffiti.
Oh, this isn't graffiti.
Oh, then I suggest you take it somewhere else.
I'm okay.
Huh?
I'm okay.
No, you're not. You gotta go.
Why?
Because I said you gotta go. You can't do that here.
This isn't graffiti.
Okay, you gotta go, man. Don't
Why?
get here because we're getting calls on you, and we're not gonna be coming.
It's not against the law, though.
It's against the law. Pick somewhere
Can you
else
show
to
me?
go.
Because it has to be.
Show you, man. Listen,
it has to be
I'm gonna ID you
indelible.
and put you in cuffs, take you in. Now you either get your shit and go, or we go to jail for it and let them figure it out. The courts. I'm not gonna sit here and explain the law to you. It's that simple. I'm talking to you nicely. You gotta go, man. Just pick it up somewhere else. Draw somewhere else. That's it for today. Here, draw somewhere else.
If it's graffiti, graffiti has to leave a mark, man. The rain's gonna wash this away.
Well, pick somewhere else where they can wash it away. Just not here in the middle of traffic. Right here where we keep on getting calls on you.
Man, I'm gonna go ahead and leave. But I've already won in court over this multiple times, man. I mentally can't take going to jail right now. I've already sued and won.
Okay.
But you're denying me my constitutional rights right now.
I'm not denying.
Yes, you are. No.
Else. Don't do it on public property here.
This is public property, exactly. I pay taxes just like all these people. So if I get a sign, if I'm out here begging, that's okay?
No, it's not okay. We run them off too on a regular basis.
That's denying them freedom of expression too.
Okay, well, whatever. We run them off still.
I swear half the police I see in these clips are just people trying to abuse their power or take advantage of the position of power they're in. They just like having power. I don't know. That's just a random side note. But an interesting thing here is that from just Googling around with the US-based shenanigans for this, it honestly depends on various different things and basically the ordinances of your county or your town or your city, depending which one better clarifies the situation on whether chalk drawing is counted as graffiti or not. The person behind the camera did actually state that he has sued people multiple times over this problem and has won in all those occasions. Whether that's true or not is the other question, but I'm more inclined to believe him here purely because it seems stupid to lie over something like that. Anyhow, it's just such a wacky reaction from the police officer over chalk on a footpath. Yes, if he was on the road, all for it, buddy. But saying that he is interrupting traffic when A, he's not, he's on a footpath. B, it'd be more likely you be interrupting traffic by being there stopped on the road in the first place. And C, you aren't even holding up traffic by being there yourself, so what are you going on about, buddy? Here we have some supposed conflict between one of the passengers and the stewardess of the flight here that ultimately divulges into the point where the passenger gets kicked off the flight. She refuses to leave for various different reasons, according to a few people around her and the person behind the camera who's across the aisle from her. Apparently this passenger did nothing wrong, but they want her off the plane anyway, so here's what happens.
Right here are my backup. No, it's not okay. You can't do that to somebody just because they didn't want your flight attendant to keep patronizing them. And so I said, quit patronizing me, and I picked up a flight.
I think you should just go ahead because they're going to put on the scene. But you need to prove your point because you didn't do anything. And that was real rude. This is out of control. This is too much. Yeah, you don't want to get banned from the airport. You don't want to get banned. But when you get off, you make sure they give her a flight too or whatever.
Okay, I need my bag. I need my bag. My bag is on this plane. I need my bag. My medicine's in it. My medicine is in my bag and I need my bag. And that's why I needed my bag to begin with.
Let's go and then we're going to take care of that. Let's go.
So if she leaves, she's traveling with me, you'll give her a new flight as well?
Yeah.
Will she get a new flight to where our destination?
Yeah.
Promise her.
Okay,
Y'all need to promise her because that's bullshit.
I'm recording this. This is ridiculous.
Because that's bullshit.
Wow. If people can behave like this and do this to people, what is the world coming to?
No, for real, dog. That's crazy.
Okay, so I need you to tell me and confirm for me if I get off of this flight that you will give me a new flight for free to my destination.
For free.
Well, I already paid for a ticket.
We're going to look at rebooking you. If your friend wants to come off the flight.
So if my friend comes off, you'll look at it meaning what? What does looking mean? I need a verification that I'm going to be there tonight. No, I need you to tell me. I need you to tell me that I will get on a flight today to my destination. Will you please?
That's crazy to me.
Will you please tell me that you're going to make sure I get on another flight?
It's bullshit. It's bullshit, boo. You tell them exactly how you feeling, boo. Tell them it's bullshit.
And tell
you want to
say
your
that they told me they would give me a new
bag.
flight. Now they won't.
You asked about your bag.
Now
you asked about your bag. Period. Like,
Did they say that?
Yeah, she won't admit to it now.
This time we're going to have to ask you to grab your belongings and deplane the aircraft.
That's because of that stewardess. This is because of the stewardess.
Babe, why don't y'all just go on off, though? Why don't y'all just go on off? Because y'all having everybody else have to
She can pay the consequences.
Can you just go?
We got to pay the consequences, though.
200 people.
Okay, well, talk to the stewardess. I didn't do anything wrong.
I'm going to say for everyone, maybe if you were respectful to the flight attendants, that's right. That's how I feel too.
Now he going. Now he going.
I didn't do anything. You're mad because you're getting kicked off. It's no reason to kick someone off a plane. No reason to kick someone off a plane. No reason to kick someone off a plane.
I can't believe we all have to.
No reason to kick someone off. Because I said, please quit patronizing me? That's rude?
I never did this. I just like it was rude.
You ladies stop enabling her, please.
Now,
She wasn't rude. She didn't say anything rude.
She was away.
Well, too bad. I'm not. Too bad. People can be mad if they want.
They should lock out. But it doesn't matter. They should just lock out.
Literally. She didn't swear. She didn't just. She kind of has a rude. She kind of has a rude demeanor. She has a rude tone voice. Yeah. Yeah. Like we don't want to get off.
Nobody wants to get off the plane. We all got it. We got to get off the plane.
I just don't want you to get banned for life.
I haven't done anything. I feel like, in all honesty, they about to escort y'all off of here. They gonna be real rude, nasty, grabbing, pulling and shit. Y'all might as well head on up there and let them. She said out her mouth she was gonna redo y'all flights. Hers too.
She's gonna what?
She said that.
Here.
But then she went back to something else. But you got that on camera. You got that on camera.
I
that
didn't.
She said that.
She didn't say
she
it
said
on
we gonna
camera.
renew you. She said she was gonna renew y'all
Will
flights.
you say what you heard?
She said she was gonna renew y'all flights. Period, point blank. I don't work here. I don't know what's going on or how they gonna move about it, but they said that. But I just feel like y'all should head up front and let them know. Talk to the captain. Talk to somebody. You know what I mean? Y'all bags already up front, boo. You know what I mean? And then you don't want to leave her either, so you might as well. Yeah.
No, retaliating is ridiculous.
I hope y'all figure it out, though.
Let them by. Let them by.
I am curious what happens to checked-in baggings when you get kicked off a plane, but I suppose that's a question I could probably go Google and not just annoy you guys about it. But the second bit of this is just like, I get it. If you believe you did nothing wrong, especially considering how she decides to describe the situation here, I get you'd be frustrated for being kicked off the plane. But at a certain point, when they've made up their mind that they're going to kick you off the plane, you're just better off hopping off the plane and just having to deal with that mess, potentially suing them down the line, whatever it takes to do that. Yes, it's a huge inconvenience, but you refusing to get off at that point when they've already made up their mind that you're getting off the plane, all it's going to do is evolve into the plane getting deboarded, and then eventually, if you still refuse to get off, police getting involved, arresting you, and then you probably have less grounds to sue people on at that point. I don't know. This situation sucks either way, and apparently the steward said they were going to give her a flight help move her flight elsewhere anyway. I don't know. This seems weird. Here we have the aftermath of a fight where some person decided to open an umbrella inside throughout what seems to be a graduation ceremony, and someone else wasn't quite happy with that, so a fight ensued. Here's the aftermath.
Somebody call security!
Really?
You need to take her. She's over here hitting me.
Both of y'all come on upstairs. Both of y'all. Come on. Vámonos, por favor. Vámonos, señora, vámonos. Vámonos. Por favor.
I mean, stupid be what stupid does. You can't really fix stupid like this sometimes. I'm not even going to specify who I mean here. I mean, I think both, to be completely honest. Hey, opening an umbrella inside, especially in the midst of something like this, is just silly. And then the person who had the reaction that led to the umbrella getting damaged like that is even sillier. It's just levels of just like, really? This is what we do? That I just don't get sometimes. Here we have a Karen who goes absolutely nuts when she gets accidentally given the wrong order at the sushi restaurant. Here's the clip.
Wrong sushi order and doesn't pay.
Y'all don't get paid that much. How about your mom? Y'all don't get paid that much. My mother can't bring her breast. She can't get her breast. Somebody bother that lady. How about your mama?
Hey! Calm the hell down! Man, I'm calling the cops right now.
It is what it is. Life be life.
Life be lifing, yo.
Is that the one I arrested?
Sure. Life do be lifing, don't it?
No shot.
Wouldn't it be easier just to say, hey, I'm sorry, you gave me the wrong order. Would I be able to get the right order, please? And then have them fix it? Because, you know, it seems pretty busy in there, and they've probably stuff up every now and then. No one's perfect. Then to do whatever this was and cop whatever variety of charges you just copped because of how you had to get arrested for this stuff. Like, seriously? Do people just not think logically and go like, maybe that's a bit stupid. Maybe I should be smart. No? Not really? That makes sense. Here we have a fun verbal fight between the neighbors.
You keep getting worse. Say some rude shit to my girlfriend again.
Turn on the stereo at fucking 4 a.m.
Who does?
And start the You start the
Dude, you sit over there, you do all your shit. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you about what we do and what you fucking do. Leave her the alone. Mind your own.
Said anything to her.
Dude, mind your own. Of course you smell like alcohol. Of course you smell like alcohol. Of course. Oh, really? I just got off work.
411.
No fucking alcohol. 411? You mean 211?
Yeah.
Dude, go inside your house.
Get off me.
Go inside your house. Say some rude shit to her again, and you and I are gonna get real acquainted. Real fucking acquainted. Why don't, hey, come and do something.
You keep fucking pushing me. What? What are you gonna do to a 54-year-old?
Oh, I'm 48, dude.
Don't give a.
You're not any older than I am.
And I haven't done
Say
shit.
some rude shit. Keep popping off at the mouth. Keep popping up.
I mean, there is a bedroom next door that we could probably reserve for you if you want to get acquainted that badly. Oh, you mean the physical kind. Ah. Well, there's still a bedroom over there. You might find it useful. I'm sorry, it's a bad joke. Yeah, I get the defendants of your partner when someone's being a dick to them, but, you know, sometimes taking things too far is, kind of a thing, you know? This woman got an order from this restaurant here, and it turns out they're missing a singular cookie inside her order. So she's gone up and asked for that extra cookie because, you know, she paid for it. And for some reason or another, I don't 100% know the story, it devolves into this argument that you see now.
I said, young man, I have a receipt. And I said, I didn't demand anything, though. You don't make it seem like I just came in here irate demanding something. I said, he just told me I could come get the cookie. Can I just please have the cookie so I can go? That's all I said.
And I said, no, you
exactly. And so now I'm asking for a superior, and you're talking about I'm demanding something. I do need a superior. I need to talk. You just said you were going to give me the number of your superior.
No, because my superior is going to tell you to.
I don't care what they're going to tell me. I want the information.
231-85. Not pressed about it. They're going to say call Grubhub, get a refund.
513. Could you repeat the rest, please? 513 what? Because y'all won't give me a cookie that y'all forgot that you told me to come get. So, you have a good day too, Alex and Michaela. Y'all must be, I don't know, is this racism? I don't know. Because he was about to just hand me my cookie. This clearly isn't policy. He was about to just hand me my cookie. It ain't, because he would know that as assistant manager, he would know. But he told me to come back up there. He told me to come up here. He told me to come up here. Hi. You're getting really crazy. And I mean, look how you're screaming. Look how you're talking. Bye. Yeah, y'all cannot treat people like this. It's not okay. Sir, I asked. I didn't demand nothing. I asked. I didn't demand anything. I asked. This young man saw me. I spoke to him first. I did. No, I'm not on the phone. When I came in here, I spoke to him. Wait. I know you don't, because you're ignorant. You're ignorant. You're bitter because you're sweeping a Penn Station floor over a cookie. I said I wanted my cookie that I ordered. It's on my receipt and you didn't put it in my bag. That's all I wanted. It's on the receipt. I said just now I just asked for one cookie. It says one cookie. So what's the problem with me asking for one cookie right now? Now you're saying I never said 5 and it's all recorded. So now you're just making stuff up and lying. Just lying for no reason. I know you don't care. But I bet the owner of the store cares that y'all treating customers like this.
Sometimes I just wonder, how hard is it to A, just ask calmly for a new cookie, if that is supposedly the first problem that's occurred here, and then B, how hard is it just to do that when she's got proof of purchase that she brought it, she claims she didn't have it in the first place, and if she's come back pretty quickly after getting her order, I don't see why there should be problems here. And yes, I do believe there is the additional thing of, like, if you come in here treating us like an asshole, we can just straight up refuse service from that point forward. Doesn't matter if we've gotten things wrong, we refuse service because you chose to be a dick to us. And that is definitely a thing. But it seems to be a situation where they could have just given her the cookie and none of this would have happened. I don't know. Is it just me, or do the boomers of late really don't like us looking at our screens, but the moment we go outside, they're also the same type of person that complains about us doing things outside they don't like? Well, here's a perfect example of a boomer doing that.
Where are you driving?
Huh?
Now, I've been told to call the police on you guys.
What?
I am telling you, I have been told to call you to the people. Don't drive. You're not.
They're registered, miss.
You're not old enough.
Yeah, I am. Not when you're 14, you have a permit for it.
Out.
What do you mean I am out? I'm outside.
No.
Go?
Yes.
Why? Dude, I'm 14.
You want me to call the police?
Go ahead. I really don't care.
What's your name?
Jerry.
Gary?
Gary.
Gary?
Gary.
Okay, where do you live, Gary? Right around the corner, right?
Like,
yeah.
Over there.
Right over there. And I see you also going to your friend down around this cove.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
That's not right.
What's not right?
I'm not going to sit here and talk to you. I'm going to go call the
Okay,
police.
then go call the police.
Okay.
Okay. Bye, have a great time.
It's genuinely funny because this is actually legitimately a thing I've seen a lot over the past little while. Just how a lot of people complain that, oh, these damn kids, all they do is sit inside and do nothing all day. But the moment that any of them want to play outside on the street, they complain about kids being on the street. It's like, well, you can't have it both ways. You can't complain about us being inside, but also complain when we're making use of the street out the front of our house, playing games with other people on the street, or just riding around. Like, what's wrong with that? It's just so insane that this is the type of thing that exists. And yes, that is a bit of an overgeneralization. Not all boomers act like that, so sorry to the ones that don't, but you know, a lot of them do, and you know it. I'm not 100% sure how we actually got here completely. It seems like to be that this guy apparently gave like 10-20 bucks to the station here to get gas, and they haven't got their gas yet, and so they're back coming in to complain about that fact, and then does whatever this is. Here's a clip.
What's up? Why are you giving me a hard time? Did I do anything wrong to you that you're making me do this? I waited in line. I gave you money. I waited in line. And I handed you money, and it's already been 10 minutes. Huh? No, I want to know your manager's name. Okay, what is her name? What is her name and what is his name? No, I'm not leaving. I'm going to give you a hard time now. Now you done up. Because you don't know me, man. You think I'm some nice little guy? Now you done up. So can you please put my gas, please? My gas? And then I'm going to ask you. Alright. What's your manager's name?
You can find out tomorrow.
Okay. You're not going to have a job by tomorrow.
Okay, I don't care.
Alright. Sure you don't. You believe this, man? I want to be racist, man. This is why I'm racist, dude. This is why. This is exactly why.
Fine.
I need 10 bucks on pump 10.
Where's my gas? I'm gonna call the police. You stole my money. Where's my gas?
I'm gonna give you your money right now.
No, I want my gas. I want my gas.
No.
Okay. Give my money. I don't need any of it.
I don't care. Bye.
Holy shit. This dude just jacked that shit. What the Oh my god.
I'm gonna call the cops.
Oh my god. There's a
I don't know if people realize this or not, but you know, gas stations probably have like a million different cameras around because it's very common for things to be stolen from a gas station, especially fuel. So not only do they have your face because all you're wearing is sunglasses, they also know your car and the license plate of your car because, you know, you were in the fuel station. Who would have thought? Oh my god. Brain don't process things correctly, do they? Here we have the most classic of classic Karens trying to find documents for these apparently undocumented Hispanic people. Here's the clip.
So they're not documented?
I'm not telling you any of them.
Because they're not documented.
They 100% are. They 100% are. But it's not your information.
Sure it is. I'm a citizen of the country. I mean, I'm a citizen. How is it not my business?
They're not even working on your property.
It doesn't matter. They're working in my neighborhood. They're working next to my property.
Is that, I don't understand. They all have documentation and now you're demanding it?
Yes.
Are you demanding mine as well?
Well, you obviously are not Hispanic.
And why is that? Why are you not demanding my documentation?
Are you that dense? Are you?
Is this a racist thing? Is because they're Hispanic?
Of course. Hispanics are the only undocumented here. Mexicans and South Americans. Yes. And we're facing a huge crisis in this country.
Do I need to get police involved here?
Sure.
So that you'll let these guys alone?
I'm not bothering them.
You are harassing them, and you're actually on this person's property as well.
No, I'm not.
Okay. I'm gonna have these guys keep working.
Well, okay, and I'm gonna call the police.
Okay, I will as well. Thank you. Thank you for letting us know, but I'm gonna have these guys keep working,
We're contracted by them. They're actually getting ready to come out and let you know the same exact things. So I'm gonna have them keep on rocking and rolling.
You keep rocking and rolling.
Okay,
You
awesome.
keep it up.
Thank you.
Awesome. Great.
I mean, at least she's honest about what she's doing here and why she's doing it, but it doesn't make it any better. It's like, oh, you're not a white Caucasian person or a black person, you're Hispanic. That must mean that you're probably an illegal. Give me your documentation to prove that you're not. They might not even have proper documentation because they're just a general citizen from being born here. I don't know, this just seems a bit stupid and unnecessary, and Here we have a camera that's extremely upset that this person's driving around in a car that she claims to be noisy. Here's the clip.
Is it your dad's car?
No,
Rental.
it's not a rental. I bought it.
If it is your car and you can fix it and you don't do that on purpose, that is mean.
How does it mean?
Because you're disturbing other people like me.
But
I have anxiety and I lived in war zones. I have suffered enough.
My sister's gay,
this
so.
On purpose to adding to misery in the world on purpose, it's me.
But it's just a loud car.
What are you looking at? So I took your license number.
Okay.
So if you come back here and make noise, I'll report you both to campus security and police.
Okay, that's totally okay because I'm driving the speed limit. It's loud.
I don't care about the speed limit. You're making noise and you're doing that on purpose.
But it's like.
Just because you think that, I don't know, 10 other guys like you enjoy this, you're disturbing the rest of thousands of other people in here that they don't like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it worth it?
I don't know. I don't do it on purpose.
Another hobby, please. You said it can be fixed and you don't do it on purpose. So please go fix this and stop doing that. There's
Like, I was going maybe like 30 kilometers an hour.
those that live here and they don't have car, they enjoy this noise.
Well, I mean, if they're a car guy, probably. Like, maybe.
Yeah, so you're talking.
I've never had anyone else come up to me like this.
Because nobody else is brave enough to approach you to tell you that this is wrong.
Yeah. No, sometimes I get in my own feelings about it, like moral combat.
I don't know if you can hear it or not, by the sound of the grumble of the engine of this car, I would assume that it is probably somewhat of a noisy thing when you start revving and driving along down the street. But I am curious on how loud it actually is. Unfortunately, when looking at this guy's TikTok, this is the only video on there. He's not posted anything else, he's not really answered what car he's got, he's not really answered anything to do with how loud his car actually. Because, you know, there is a legitimate point where your car is just loud for the sake of being loud, and there are legal limits to that as well. Yes, it is fun to have a loud car. Trust me, I know it. I'm a car guy. I get it. But you know, at a certain point, maybe you got to be a bit more considerate when you know your car's loud when driving through neighborhoods. Though this is broad daylight, so I don't really think there should be too much to be concerned. But I don't know. We don't know how loud the car actually is because this guy doesn't tell us. Here we have a manly man who's doing manly things by trying to start fights with fast food workers because he can't control his own anger. Let's get into the clip.
Come on, you little shit. Come on. I'm gonna kill you. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on, bro. Come on, you little bro. Come on. Come on, you ain't shit. Come on. No, come on. Hold on. Come on. What you trying to do? Come on. This gonna hurt me. You're a little shit. I'll show you what a little shit can. Come on. You're a bum. Tacos, you're a bum. Come on. You're a bum, bro. Come on. I got in your face, you didn't do nothing, bro.
What the hell? It's alright,
Beat me up, bro.
It's not worth it.
He's crazy, he's crazy.
Because I'm like, yo, because I told him you gotta wait because we're making your order. He's mad.
No, yeah, I saw.
You saw he gets in my face. He didn't do nothing, bro. I'm outside. And he's telling me to go outside when I was just there, bro.
It's not your fault, bro. He's crazy, he's crazy.
I nicely asked him to park in the front, same thing I did to you. Now he's getting in my face.
He's crazy, bro. Don't worry.
Like, what?
Oh, crap. This guy's mad. The guy in the Jeep.
do think it should be made clear we have no idea how we got here in the first place, but by the sounds of the person behind the camera who's another customer, hopefully, it doesn't seem like the response was warranted in any way, shape or form. Well, granted, it doesn't matter what it was, unless the guy threatened to kill him or something along those lines. That type of response was so unnecessary and so obtusely over the top. Like, he completely lost it. He dropped his balls and was pissed at everyone else about it because that happened, so he decided to go on a rampage and then drove away in his Jeep. What a manly man. We're going back to high school with this one.
Walk away, bro. Walk away. Walk away. Walk away. Walk away. What are you gonna do, alright? I'll wipe the whole. I get arrested. Yo, bitch. Security. You're pussy. Security. Yeah. You're pussy. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
4 eyes, my god, who even says that anymore? What type of insult is that? We back in the playgrounds at your local high school or something? Jeez. This mother's come to her child's school's award ceremony and does something very weird when it turns out that her child did not get an award.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for what we're seeing right now. But Mom, I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you. Mom. We can look at it in a minute. Okay? And ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. Boys and girls.
Man, that is just so embarrassing. Here we got another guy who's pretty angry about the noise of a car. Now, look, I can understand being upset about car noises if they're continuously revving like an asshole, but by the sounds of how this guy decides to describe it, it just sounds like every now and then the Mustang goes past his backyard and it's loud and he doesn't like it, so he does this.
Well, he's been pulled over by Officer Yates once already. He's got $600 worth of tickets he can be written if he comes by my house one more time like he just did. My backyard is on Ainsboro. He don't have any mufflers on that car. He's got tinted windows and he's got no front plate. $600. You tell him keep messing with me and I'll get him some money spent.
Sounds good, bud.
No shit. I'm tired of it. I've listened to the shit. It used to be a white Mustang. Now it's got a wrap on it, so he thinks it's incognito. But
not at all, sir.
Dude,
anyway,
one more time and I'll have the cops come out.
That's fine.
I mean, if we really want to be the petty party here, he could, in theory, I don't know, take this footage to the police and potentially, I don't know, attempt to charge you with harassment, because that is technically what this is, if we really want to go petty party mode. But hey, that's a bit stupid. Maybe, I don't know, if he drives by every now and then, it's like not the end of the world, but it seems to be. We've got a bit of a funky situation at this Subway here. So the Subway decided to do a national-wide type of special, but this franchise here wasn't participating in that special. But the app that this person made their order through did not give them that information, still running on the assumption that this store was participating in that special. Anyway, now he's here to get his order, they refuse to do the order, and we seem to have just any side refusing to properly deal with the situation correctly. Let's get into the clip.
You're telling me, at Subway, I placed my order for pickup, and you're not going to make my order. Why?
No.
Why you not
because
gonna make my
this
order?
location not participate.
Okay, but I ordered through the app with the discount and everything like that through the app.
Why
And
you
you're-
harassing? Because we are brown, that's why?
I'm brown. What the you talking about?
Why you speaking like this?
Because
bitch?
I want to, and we in America, I can say whatever I want. Call the cops.
No, you
call the cops. I'm not going nowhere. Make me leave.
Go ahead,
Make me
go
leave.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Make me, I'm not going nowhere. Make me leave. Now what?
I said go ahead.
Now what? Make me leave. Make me leave.
Call the manager.
Call the manager, call the cops, call whoever you want to call. Make me leave. What is you talking about?
Did you get out from?
No, I'm not getting out.
Why you harassing us?
Why are you telling me that you can't place my order if I made my order?
We are not.
Then y'all need to figure that out with Subway then. No, give me. I already got a picture of the receipt. Call the cops.
Go ahead.
You call them. You want me to leave? I make my sandwich.
We don't give it. Get out from.
Then give my money back.
Already.
It's already
Huh?
in your account.
Already.
How's it already in my account? I just placed the order.
Why?
I honestly just hear how this interaction goes and just believe that the people working at the store here weren't willing to be good faith about dealing with this, because they're very simple. I'm sorry. We aren't participating in that special. That's what our franchise is. Unfortunately, it seems like the app is not aware of that, and we can't help you too much on that. You'll probably have to call Subbreak Corporate or whoever's in charge of the app. But it seems clear here that the workers here aren't willing to properly communicate that correctly. Heck, they even go the assumption of, oh, you're trying to be racist for some bizarre reason. And granted, the guy behind the camera could have probably been a bit nicer about this, but we also don't know what happened prior to him whipping out his phone recording, so who knows? Here's honestly a bit of a funny situation to me, aside from the wasting 911 time and stuff on those lines. That part's not so funny, but here we have a bit of petty entitlement. So what's happened here is that the pump was freed up, and the person who was there moved away. The person in front of the one behind the camera here did not move. And the person behind the camera apparently waited a little bit for them to move, and when it looked like they weren't going to move into this spot, she went around them and parked into the gas station herself, and that's when this person came out and confronted her for apparently cutting her off.
By the way,
No, I'm not going to move.
I'm recording you
I
the whole time. So
I
you
don't
need to
care.
move.
I don't
Okay,
care.
The faster I pump, the faster you pump. So you can move out of the way.
The sheriff is right here, so I can call
Okay,
him.
so let's call them.
Yep.
They're gonna tell you, let me pump, and then you can pump and call it a day.
Nope. Don't touch me.
Okay, so move. You need to move, ma'am.
I'm not gonna move.
You need to move.
I'm not gonna move.
You are putting pressure into my hand.
You're pushing me. What are you
you're
talking
right
about?
in front of the gas pump. Seriously?
Seriously.
Call 911.
I am. I just did.
Okay. Call them so they could come. I guess we'll wait for them to come.
I guess we will.
This is my date today. This old ass lady really gets in front of me. Because she was in line and I apparently
lady cut in front of me to put gas, and she doesn't want to move.
There's more important things. People are dying.
I know.
They need the police. And you're calling them for
We're
this.
right here at the 7-Eleven on Phelan and Sheep Creek. 4074 Phelan. Thank you.
There's people that actually need this. This is what you use it for? You'd rather have them come down here and deal with your situation to pump gas when there's people that are dying that need their service? Okay. Okay, ma'am. I guess.
You know, I'm sorry. Hello? It is 4074 Phelan. It is on 7-Eleven.
I'm feeling rough.
This girl cut me off when I was going to put gas, and she is, well, we are arguing and she doesn't want to move.
I'm already in front of the gas
I don't
pump.
care.
I got
You
here
cut me
first.
off.
I got here first.
You were not, okay? Day.
She's literally holding the gas pump so I don't pump gas. She's on the phone with the police right now. Look at her. Married and everything.
So?
Way to go, Lou.
It doesn't matter.
Look at Lou.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Give it again, Lou. Do it again. Look at her.
You're so funny.
I'm sorry, but if someone's gone in front of you because you weren't paying any attention to what was happening in front of you because, you know, you're doing something, one thing or another, and the car that was in front of you left and you didn't move not too quickly afterwards, I'm sorry, you've lost your spot. It's just better to accept that and move on with your life. You just don't waste either of your times. Like, yes, you're going to be stuck there waiting a little bit longer because now someone else is filling up before you. But I guarantee you probably wasted far more time doing what you did here than what time you would have lost by just patiently waiting because you weren't paying attention. This gives a bit of an interesting one because some people are saying that this person is being a bit over the top about those warning signs and is having a bit of a Hollywood reference of it. And I get that to some extent, but at the same time, if you're smoking at a gas station, you're just an obtuse idiot. You just shouldn't do that.
He's over here pumping his car, but I'm pumping. Hey, are you that car over here? Is this your car? You're smoking a cigarette, and you're not supposed to be smoking cigarettes. But I'm gonna pump my gas, and I don't. You're not supposed to be smoking cigarettes because you can blow up the gas tank. And I'm recording because you're not supposed to be smoking. You not, excuse you? Please just put the cigarette out, please. Thank you. Because I'm going to go in here and tell the clerk that you're smoking by a gas tank. Thank you.
The likelihood of the cigarette you lit doing anything at that gas station is, of course, very low, but you still shouldn't do it in the first place. Like, seriously. Those warnings are there for a reason. Yes, it also has warnings about phones, and in reality, you shouldn't be using your phones around the gas station too much too for that reason, because in extreme circumstances, that's pretty bad. And I get the point that, like, oh, it's a bit over the top, it's too unnecessary. It's like, yeah, but honestly, lighting up a cigarette and smoking at a gas station is just stupid. Don't do that at all. Here we have a guy who is getting fired for always being late into their shift, apparently, and we have by far one of the funniest, interesting conversations I think I've heard when someone's getting fired.
Performance recently. I don't think you're going to be a good fit here. What do you mean? Well, number one, you're always late, okay? You never show up. Dude, like, you're and don't...
But we talked about that.
No. We didn't.
How? That was the very first thing that we talked about when I got here.
Doesn't matter. I said after the first month, figure out your writing situation.
Okay, and I've been trying to do that. It's not like I haven't been doing anything.
Okay.
Like, what
do you have a bike? Do you have a bicycle? Like,
yeah, I'm gonna bike to work in the rain.
Is your job important?
Dude, you pay me $8 an hour. You think I'm gonna bike in the rain for $8 an hour? For real?
Alright. Well, you're being let go, man.
Dude, you can't even give me...
There's so many chances.
You're a fucking bum, is what that is. You don't know how to run a business. You don't know how to do anything. So you're firing me because you don't know how to do your job.
Okay.
You just look at me like a fuck you, honestly. Mikey, you didn't warn me about this shit at all, dude. I thought we were cool.
Your check will be ready, okay?
So, am I picking up my check or are you sending me my check?
We'll just send it to you. We'll mail it to you.
So I'm done today. Like,
yep.
I'm going now. I can't even finish my shift.
Nope, you're going.
Dude, you're up, dude. Do you know how many times I rebought you back in Warzone, dude? We played Warzone together. And you couldn't even... And I bought you the battle pass when you said you didn't have enough money.
Okay.
So that better be my last check.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, what, dude? No. Don't ask me to play Warzone. I'm not playing Roblox with you guys anymore. Forget the Minecraft server. It's canceled.
Alright, dude. It's not that deep.
You guys.
Mom, he doesn't want to play Minecraft with me no more. Though as an Australian, hearing someone getting paid only $8 an hour, that just seems kind of insane to me. Like, I do understand the guy's attitude of like, I'm not going to bike in the rain for $8 an hour, but then he also seems desperate to hold this job because then he starts trying to go to the very wacky insult mode about saying that I'm not going to play Warzone with you anymore. We're not going to play Roblox. I'm going to cancel the Minecraft server. Like, it's just some silly stuff that's so stupid. This clip is honestly very weird, to say the least. So it seems like a guy who is apparently not involved in this job, doesn't work here, has decided to call out this person, quote unquote, for not working hard enough, and so goes to their boss, gets them in trouble with it, and ultimately results to them losing their job. Well, what that seems like is how this ended. Anyway, other things that happened outside of this clip here is that this guy has been posting on his TikTok how he went around to multiple different businesses that he did work for, and to try and like get some note about how he's actually got a good work ethic. That's not relevant to the situation here because it's kind of uninteresting, and hopefully he gets to resolve this, but here's what happened.
So I'm an idiot. What else? What else am I? What else am I?
Window.
What else am I?
What are you doing in my window?
What else am I?
What are you doing in my
I'm
window?
an idiot. What else? You told me to go look at the building, right?
Go look
that's
at the
how
building.
That's how you talk to somebody that works with you?
Go look at the building. You don't work with me.
But you're telling on me as if I'm not doing the right job, right? So you gotta tell me what I'm doing wrong. You telling my boss to get me in trouble. You telling my boss to get me in trouble. Why you can't tell me? Why you can't tell me?
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Huh?
You told my boss you drove around a couple times and you told me you saw him in the car. You saw me in the car. That's what you told the boss. So you're making it seem like I'm not working.
No, that's not how.
That's how you making it seem.
What's going on?
I asked him to show me. He said, go look at it for yourself. He cursed at me a couple times and then he's calling me out. He's trying to fight me.
Fight me in the street.
Hey, listen.
I'm not trying to fight you. You trying to fight me.
Calm down, guys.
You trying to fight me.
Calm down. He's trying to fight me.
You know, I was very polite with you earlier. Maybe too polite with you. Maybe too polite. Maybe you took me for a sucker. But I was just trying to be respectful. That's all. But you cursed at me, man. You cursed at me.
Hey, if you don't leave the property, the cops are going to be called. Thank you.
Oh, now
Thank
the
you
cops
for
are
leaving.
being called?
I've already asked you to leave
Now
the property.
The cops are being called?
If you do not leave this property, the cops will be called.
This is crazy.
You have escalated this situation beyond my control. I asked you to leave.
I asked him what he did. What did he do different from what I did?
You did not
That's
leave
what I asked.
when I asked you to.
That's what I asked.
You had a chance to come back here. Now you don't.
I don't want to come back no more. I don't. I'm not going to come back. You're sending me before my 8 hours. Why would I come back? You want me to come at 4 a.m. in the morning?
And you did
over and over, over and over. You're
Hey.
trying to use me. Get the
out of here.
You're trying to use me.
Get out of here.
You're trying to use me. You're trying to use me.
I got no problem calling the cops.
He's trying to fight me. I see where you guys are coming from, man. Y'all are racist. Y'all are racist. Yes.
Cops are
Y'all are
called.
prejudiced. It's cool. I came here to work. What are the cops?
I'm asking you to leave.
What are the, now you're
They're
gonna
gonna
remove
remove you
my
from
job?
the property.
On my job?
You have been asked to leave.
Racist, man. Racist. That's a scare tactic for black people, man. Y'all are racist, man. I'm gonna report your company.
Guy. I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna report you guys. I'm gonna report you guys. I swear to God. I'm gonna report you guys.
Weird, wacky, and wild. Just like I'm just sitting here thinking about how insane, like how quickly they're saying, "Oh, okay, so you're going home now. You're not coming back here. If you don't leave right now, I'm calling the cops on you." It doesn't even look like the guy who was just working for you only a moment ago has actually done anything that warranted that crazy over-the-top response. But I digress, I guess. This couple head out to their local Dollar General, which is apparently 25 minutes away, and they get there about 15 minutes before the store is supposed to close, at least according to the timetable online. But they get there and the doors are already locked. Here's what happens next.
Rob, what you say y'all close at 9:45? And what time y'all leave? So what time, you just said 10 o'clock, right? I said what time do y'all close? 10 o'clock. Walking out the door at 10 o'clock. Y'all heard that? So, what is this? And my sister works for corporate. So, I know, that's why I just drove 25 minutes to get here.
That's what it says online.
Because it said online that y'all closed at 10.
So you can't.
And when I'm coming in here to get some tissue and I know exactly what I want, there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to walk through this door and get what I want and what I need.
You can't honor your time that you have online?
I work at a bank, and at the bank, if you walk in at 4:59, we're going to let you in and do your transaction because you made it before the time we close.
So do you close at 9:45 by
So why does it not say you close at 9:45 online? Why does it not say online you close at 9:40? No, I'm asking you. You work here and you're closing the doors.
I'm sorry, if you close at 10, if your operating hours says 10 p.m. as the close time, then you shouldn't be locking the doors 15 minutes beforehand just so you can get out early. You should stay operating until that 10 p.m. deadline that you've put on your timetable. You have to serve at that point. I've defended restaurants for not being able to do certain things like 10-15 minutes before they actually close because ovens and fryers and stuff like that might have been turned off early so they have a chance to cool down so they can be cleaned within a reasonable time frame after the store is closed. But this isn't a restaurant. This is a retail store. Well, they've just got a bit of tidy up at the registers, maybe remove old newspapers for the day if they serve newspapers. Like, there's not going to be much they need to do the moment they close. They just pretty much close, lock up, and leave. Like, this is stupid. Here we are at a McDonald's where two old men who are like in their 50s, 60s are just going at each other for some silly reason. And also, a bit of a side note, according to the person who recorded this footage, the guy in the blue shirt started all of this. So, yeah, nice victim card, I suppose.
Court, asshole. Oh, good for you. Let me help you. Do not touch me. Do not touch 911 now. He's touching my arm. Oh, me. I'm touching your phone. Now he threw my phone out of my hand. That's assault. That's assault, yeah. Call 911 now. He's pushing me in the knee. That's self-defense. That's bigger assault. I'm pushing him away from me. That's bigger assault, jerk. 911 now. Now he took my food. He threw my phone. He pushed me. Get him out of here. My phone down. Touch me. Touch me. Touch me. We'll go to court. Touch me.
He's in a light green shirt with white hair and short sleeves.
Touch me, idiot.
No, I'm a customer. He's an older man with white hair and a light green t-shirt, short sleeve. He's another customer who's assaulting me. He's right up in my face right now. Oh, he's right up in my face. Oh yeah, you're just telling me to run instead of calling the police?
You got my ice ready?
It is not safe outside.
It's not safe outside. Sure. See?
You guys are like 60.
I love how the other old guy was just like, screw it, I want to be petty today. This guy's getting on my nerves. Let's be a little bit petty. And the moment the guy starts getting response, blue shirt's like, oh no. Call 911, staff. Call 911. He's assaulting me. Oh my god, he touched me. That's assault. Oh, he pushed my phone. That's assault. It's just like the boy who cried wolf just does all this poking, does all this stuff to this other guy. And the moment it backfires on him, he tries to get out of it by calling the police. I find it funny. I don't think it's a good thing that they said this, but I find it funny that the 911's response was just to run away. Like, that's pretty bad, all things considered, to be that's a response. Don't get the police involved in this, but also it's quite funny considering how petty this entire thing was anyway. There's a bit of a story to this clip. So the person behind the recording here, a mother, is picking up her kids from the elementary school that is across the road from this car parking lot. This car parking lot is for a childcare center, kindergarten place called Noah's Ark, which is attached to a church. It doesn't really matter too much beyond that. Effectively, this car parking lot is meant to be used for people going to the Noah's Ark or the church next door, not for any other reasons, because, you know, it's a private business's car park, so they can kick you out. Anyhow, this interruption here is one of the staff members have come out to get rid of them for being in the car park they shouldn't be, and apparently they made attempts to open the car door for one reason or another. Anyway, the person behind the video was getting a lot of flack from the comments about, you know, this isn't a parking lot for the school across the road, it's a private car park, you can't really park here, they can kick you out, it's entirely warranted. Their response was, oh, the traffic's too much for the school, so they do this to get out of the way of traffic, yada, yada, yada. I get that. I live around the corner from a school. The traffic that occurs for that is unbelievable, but that's just the way it goes. This traffic's gonna suck when you're picking up your kids from school. That is what it is. You either deal with it or be patient and pick them up a little later than everyone else. I don't know. There's not really much you can do about that, to be completely real. Here's the clip.
Noah's Ark only. Hi! This parking lot says for Noah's Ark only.
She just grabbed my door. Have a good day.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It's such a big deal to you that somebody's picking up their kid.
This parking lot is for Noah's Ark parents to come pick up their children.
Well, maybe you could have came out here instead of grabbing my door and asked me.
I did.
You definitely did.
The window on me,
and
ma'am.
You grabbed it. And you grabbed my door to
You don't have
snatch
proof
it
that
open.
I grabbed your door.
We both know you did it. That's why you're smiling.
You don't have proof that I grabbed your door.
You're getting paid to come out here?
I am.
Okay.
And my boss supports me 100%.
That's great.
Because this parking lot is for our parents to come pick up their children.
Okay.
Not for Peavine parents to come. Every Peavine parent has a bad attitude, and now
I don't have a bad attitude.
for my parents to come pick up their kids.
You do.
No, I don't. You're in the spot.
People park in handicap all the time. They park in the fire zone.
So go park in the fire zone then.
I definitely will. Over there by the buses.
Because I'm still gonna call the cops on you.
And tell them what? What are they gonna do?
This is private property.
Okay, and you're telling me
Clearly signed. Reserved parking for St. Paul's and Noah's Ark
over there.
only. You need to move your vehicle.
I'm going to err on the side that because rather than trying to outright deny it, she just says you don't have proof of me actually doing that. I'm assuming she probably did try to do that, but for a probable justified reason. She was trying to talk to this person who shouldn't be parked here, trying to get rid of them rather than, you know, resulting to calling the towie in to tow them away, even though there's a high chance that by the time the tow truck arrives, they probably would have driven off at that point. So she's trying to talk to them to get rid of them that way. And when they closed the window on her and not responding to her, she tried to open the door, which you probably shouldn't do in general. Just shouldn't do that. It's a bad idea. But I can get why you did it as well. The person behind the camera here wants to get a refund for their pizza because apparently it's a nasty, stale, and old, and all the other descriptions along those lines. But this little Caesars refuses to give them a refund. Have a look at this.
I don't want nothing. I want my money back.
No, I'm not doing nothing and nothing.
Why are you not giving my money back for this old ass, nasty ass pizza?
I can make you another pizza, or you can come back in the morning.
Then you can make me another pizza, I guess.
He just said he ain't authorized to do it. Y'all don't listen.
Oh, the manager ain't authorized to do it.
No, I'm not.
I didn't ask you. I said the manager. Why you sitting here yelling? We listen to very well. We hear that you said, I asked you to remake the pizza. Well, he can't give me my money back and I'm not coming back.
She just wants the.
It cannot be refunded unless you come back in the morning.
I don't understand why, but okay. Just a cheese. Just a cheese.
No, it's not an online. They ordered in the office.
This is bullshit. Look, let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Nasty ass, old ass pizza they trying to give to somebody and they can't even give a refund.
Is it just me, or when she showed the cheese pizza, that looked perfectly fine and dandy, like there wasn't really much wrong with it? I do agree that, yeah, I don't get why they're so hesitant to give a refund here. I do understand that they're most likely a franchise and they do run on very thin margins in the first place, but sometimes it's not worth the hassle to deal with just people like this. That pizza did look perfectly fine. If she's giving you the entire thing back with no problems other than that, then I don't know. It's a bit of a tough one there, but it's just insane that this is how people act sometimes. Like, that pizza, as I said, looked perfectly normal to me. It might not have been. I don't know. Moving on. So the story behind this clip here is that the person recording here was chilling out in the jacuzzi on his own, in the communal jacuzzi, the one for the complex, when a group of girls joined him in the jacuzzi. They weren't talking, they weren't really doing too much, they were just chillaxing, enjoying their time, relaxing. That is until the boyfriend of one of the girls, the extraordinarily insecure one at that, came out and attempted to start some shit with the guy in the jacuzzi.
So I live in building 10. There's this girl, boyfriend, coming up to the pool starting problems. I live in building 10. If he put his hands on me, I'm recording this.
He's not going to.
I'm not playing, bro. I came over here to relax because I'm going through shit. I'm not finna let nobody come my day up, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Well, you just my day up,
bro. That's your problem, bro. I don't know you, bro. I don't know her. You came over here and said I'll f her day up. I'm recording this for my safety. There's a camera and my aunt is standing up there. Exactly.
Go home.
Yeah, exactly. So if anybody put their hands on me, I'm not, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Did nothing. And shut up. No. Close your mouth. No.
I'm telling you, bro.
He didn't do anything.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm recording this, bro. I'm not playing, bro. I'm not playing, bro. I'm not scared of no jail, bro. I'm not scared of no prison. I'm not scared of none of that shit. I'm not finna let nobody come over here and start problems with me when I didn't do a damn thing. So I'm gonna record this shit right here. I'm gonna record this shit. No, I didn't do a damn thing. No. Why the f you gotta tell me she got a boyfriend? I don't know her.
Was I not talking about him right
She was looking for you. That's why I'm recording this, bro. I'm gonna record this shit, bro, because let something happen to me, bro. It's gonna be a fucking problem, bro. I promise you, all my people's gonna come down, bro. I swear to God, bro. My family, my auntie just passed away, bro. I gotta go through this.
If you're a man, you would understand where I'm coming from.
Bro, no, I can't understand where you coming from, bro. I can't, bro.
You're just trying to play right now, bro.
Do I need to call your mother?
Bro,
I'll call your mother. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm recording this for my safety.
If you really were a man, you would understand where I'm coming from, bro.
Oh, Diego. Get out of here.
You want me to leave?
Yes.
She's arguing.
So your day up, bro?
What about my day, dude?
Hey, bro, I'm already past that, bro.
What about my day? Get out of here. Leave.
You want me to leave?
Yes, I do.
Are you serious?
Leave.
You want me to leave?
My aunt was just recording this, so I'm recording this.
I promise, you're good.
You're not gonna ask me.
Look at now he's recording because he feels threatened, Diego.
I'm telling you, bro. If something happened to me, it's gonna be. I don't care, bro.
You got a problem? Come over here.
No, I'm not coming over there, bro.
Come over here, bro.
No, bro. You don't want me to do that, bro. Nah, bro.
Amira, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. I didn't shut the up. I didn't say fucking laughing.
I'm telling you, bro.
I was talking to her.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm recording this because if somebody put their hands on me, bro. If somebody put their hands on me, it's gonna be a problem.
But I'm not talking about you guys. Get out of here.
I'm gonna record this shit, bro. I'm gonna record this. Let somebody put their hands on me. I'm a nice guy. But if somebody put their hands on me, I'm going crazy.
Take a shot for every time you said bro in the entire clip. No, actually don't do that. I would rather you not die from alcohol poisoning because he said bro a very many times in there. Moving along from that though, it's like if you're the guy in the you can hear him just faintly in the background. If you were a man, you would understand. It's like I'm a man and I understand that you're completely stupid. Haha, I said the channel name. Look at me. Like, yeah, I get it. It's probably not fun to see that sometimes, but you know, it's one of those things where if you're that insecure about it that you're going to go immediately confront the guy who was sitting in the jacuzzi first before your partner jumped in there, then I think you have some problems you need to address. And also, is it just me or did one of the girls back there threaten to call the boyfriend's mum? That's funky. Sorry, but the introduction to this clip's going to be a bit long-winded because there's a little bit to go over before I introduce you to the actual clip itself. So, the person behind the camera here is a person who does balloon art type of thing for events. Like you can see in the video here, she's done a nice massive balloon pillar. My guy here got himself a bit of a reality check. For some reason or another, he decided to get his diamond chain tested at a local jeweler's inside of this mall. I would assume there was some form of fight going on between him and his bros about if it's real or not, so he decided to get it tested. Unfortunately for him, it failed. Here's a clip.
We can punch it out now 3 times. Look, clock out. No, I ain't going in there. Clock out. We can take this shit to the parking lot. I ain't with all that talking shit. Clock out. We can come to the parking lot. Clock out. Clock out. That's what I do. Punch out in the parking lot. Come to the parking lot. Come on. Come to the parking lot. Come to the parking lot. Come to the parking lot. You ain't coming no parking lot.
Man's ego was so big that when he got served a piece of humble pie, he absolutely blew up and lost it. Imagine what would happen if he got the entire humble pie. That would be a very interesting day. These guys are out in Hilton and Austin. They've brought their dog with them to the hotel, which is fine to this hotel staff. They can have their dog in their hotel room. Anyway, this fine night, they decided they'd go out for a night in the town and have a bit of fun. It turns out they've left their dog behind, and you know what happens to a dog when they get left behind? They're a bit noisy in a place they're not familiar with. And so, eventually, after multiple attempts to make contact with the people who are in that room for the night, the Hilton decides to just outright kick them out. Here's the clip.
I was not allowed to do nothing.
And nobody has used a cuss word.
Yes, Hilton Hotel.
Do not put your arms on me because that will get me upset now.
I understand. Listen.
500.
We paid to use it. We're taking our dogs outside.
But
We got back from a night out and they locked us out of our room.
Hold on, wait, let me talk.
This is it's over.
With Sense here, and he's
I have two
unruly.
guests here that we
So you saying that we cuss around how about your ones use a cuss word? I said, what's the premise of pet friendly? They locked us out of our room because they were barking.
Let me talk
It's a pet friendly hotel.
We stayed here.
They're up here. You hear them arguing in the lobby? They're arguing in the lobby, making a scene right now. And we have other guests here at the hotel, and we want them removed from the hotel.
We know our dogs only bark whenever they're ready to go outside and use the restroom. We were out having drinks. So we said
the
we're
manager
come back
and now security.
We know that we didn't answer the phone because the music is loud. So I didn't hear the phone. But when we came back and she explained it to me, I said,
they have dogs here that were disturbing the floor, and they were unable to get in contact with them, and they were upset that
that's not going to stop the dog from barking.
You do understand.
So it was a hotel policy we were explaining to them.
But we've had,
I was here this morning. And no one has told us anything. I don't know. Even when we came back, we did not know that. And I apologize if nobody told you, but it has been
not physically, but verbally.
People.
Comments on the original TikTok were very mixed, to say the least, on how people reacted to this. And whilst the person who posted this clip assures everyone that their dog is a well-behaved, well-trained dog, I think it's really as simple as this. You've left your dog in a place that is extremely unfamiliar to it. You've left it on its own. It has no idea when you're going to come back, and it has no way to exactly tell when you're going to come back. It's probably heard multiple noises occur outside of the door of the hotel room, and so is barking at that, either because it's excited that you might be about to open the door and arrive back in the hotel room, or because it's not familiar with the other noises that are occurring there, so it's barking like a lot of dogs would in that type of instance. I'm sorry, if you've taken your dog with you to a hotel and then you go out for a night on the town and not take your dog with you, that is just stupid. I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel about that. That is extremely irresponsible because your dog's in a place where it's not familiar. If you've brought it along with you, you should bring it along with you if your journey throughout the town, so at least the dog isn't going to get distressed or have a bit of a panic or just be completely confused on the environment that it's not used to. Because no matter how well trained a dog is, if you put it in a situation that it has no idea what to do about it, it's probably going to result to its normal actions of barking and making noises. And if the hotel did make multiple attempts to make contact with you before they decided to go for the drastic measures, then unfortunately for you, they kind of did what they're supposed to do. If you failed to acknowledge them attempting to contact you and you come back and your door's been locked because you're now being kicked out, then that just is what it is. You've made that mistake. I'm sorry, but I don't really have much sympathy here because you've brought your dog along with you and then left it in the hotel room while you had the time of your life that night. Like, it's just as simple as that, man. Also, we're at the end of June. How's your year been so far? We're halfway through it. Have you reached your goals yet? How are those going? Just a bit of a checkup. How are you guys going in your life? Things going your way? I don't know. Let's get into the clips. Here we got some drama over a boat ramp.
That's 80 for the dock. If you can't drive a boat, just say you can't drive a boat. Hey, if it's your boat, you'd be sitting there. I want my boat's out there. I'm there right now. My boat's right there behind y'all. Why don't you try loading it up? Because all these things are in the way because you're blocking the ramp. Weren't you arguing with somebody else over here? Yeah, because none of y'all know what the going on. Okay, it's not a birthday. Hey, what's our Memorial Day weekend? You thought it was just ghost food. Huh? If you had any boat ramp adequacy, those are the best seats in the house over there. That ain't where I'm trying to go, though. I'm trying to go the fuck home. Those are the best. Hey, not Miami boat ramp, Sarasota boat ramp.
Yeah! Gonna be honest, I have the faintest idea of what's happening here, so we're just gonna move along. This is probably the most peculiar clip I've seen so far, and that's saying a lot considering what I have seen so far. But anyway, this person here is doing their come here to the store, do some shopping, get some fake eyelashes, whatever. It doesn't particularly matter to the story too much. And it seems like this other person got caught attempting to steal something from this store. So what happens? When they get caught, they lock the doors, which is a reasonable thing. They are allowed to do that. If they have a good belief that you did steal something, they can stop you from leaving. The problem is she's not doing it so they can call the cops and get the cops here. No. She makes the attempt to mother this person caught stealing in a very cringe, honestly wacky way of doing so. Even hugs her multiple times in this clip. Here's the clip.
Get out of this store. You locking me in your store. You trying to fight me? Like, miss, give me out your store already. Everybody's not in here. Get me out your store, man.
Say sorry.
I said sorry to you and I want to get out your
Say
store.
please.
Like, I want to get out your
Excuse me.
store.
I want you to behave. Look.
Get me out this store.
Listen. How old are you? How old are you?
I'm not finna break my nail.
Hey,
I'm not fit to either. I just got my shit done. She just said she could let me out this store.
Okay, well, I don't have right. You doing all that arguing and going back and forth.
Right, but you're trying to lock me in your store. You don't have
Already
no
locked in
jurisdiction
your store. You didn't have no jurisdiction to come in here and steal this shit.
Unlock me out your store, miss. You have no reason to have me locked in your store. You have your merchandise, you have whatever. You have no reason to lock me in your store. No, I don't want a hug, baby. Get off of me, yo.
Please.
All right, get a hug. All right, come on, let's go. Get me out your store. So I gotta go. Look, I have to go. I don't have time to keep talking, baby. I gotta go. All right, I forget you too.
Because y'all like you want to give me that weed cake. Like, I ain't got time to take it.
Let me go. I gotta go. My people are gonna leave. Okay, my people gonna leave. Okay, can you let me out the store? Please, let me out the store. Okay, good.
My daughter's in the car by herself.
Good. Can you let me out? Thank you. Out, baby. Okay, hurry up. Thank you. Come on, let's go.
You learn your lesson.
No, I didn't. Come on, let's go. I need you to get me
What
out.
did she just say? What did she just say? She didn't learn her lesson?
You think it's being funny, miss? Come on.
It's not funny.
Miss.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go.
Exactly. Thank you. Because you're at the point where you're just holding me hostage now.
No, I just want you to be a good girl.
No.
Let her go.
Well, that could have been worse, I suppose. I really don't know how to feel about the whole forcing a hug on her type thing. But anyway, moving along. At least she's got a fun story to tell to her friends about what happened when she tried to steal from this one store. Because that is a funky story to retell. It's weird and very... It's odd, to say the least. But hey, it all worked well, I suppose? I don't know. This clip is quite interesting to say the least. So apparently prior to this, some other person got assaulted by a group of people, where it was a man and a girl. The girl was one who assaulted this person. Apparently they called themselves Joy, right? Okay, so there's police officers here doing work, looking into it, trying to find this person. This person was apparently with a man in a red car. And when they got to this apartment complex here, they found a man matching the description in a red car, matching the description with a female matching the description of the person. Though they did not choose to get a name, they decided not to attempt to identify this person. Instead, they just detained her as they tried to investigate into this, which is an interesting thing to do in the first place. I will talk more about this post the clip. Here's a clip.
Excuse me. Why is my cousin being detained? Huh?
We're doing an investigation.
Okay, well, she ain't did nothing. She just got here.
That's why I said we're doing an investigation.
Okay, what's your name? What's your name?
Officer Doe.
Officer Doe? What's your first name? I need your badge number and everything. Because that's wrong. That's up.
I swear you got the wrong person, sir.
What's your name, sir? Because that don't make no sense. Like, she ain't even do nothing.
Her ID's in here.
Where's my cousin? What car she in? Y'all need to let her go. No, because that don't make no sense. She don't fit no description. She not even from here. Yeah, these to put my cousin in the back of a cop car talking about she meets some kind of description, and she just pulled up. She just pulled up. Was waiting on me to get home. She just pulled up. They talking about she meets some description or something. Like, that shit is whack. We at IHOP eating. I get a call, my cousin in the car. They talking about she meet a description of some black bitch named Joy. My cousin name is Breonna Hill. Like, what the bro?
What's going on? I already told you why I did that.
I hear what you're saying.
Okay, you don't agree with that. That's fine. But the person that got assaulted, they said male and female park in the red car. Okay, were you in the red car? Male, female.
Black, right?
Okay? That's what she said. I didn't say any black person. Okay.
But I'm
that's
saying
why I detained her.
So y'all procedures is hold on. I used to date a cop, so I know how this goes. Y'all procedures are y'all supposed to ask for identification, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So why didn't y'all ask for
Okay,
identification
you want me to
first?
explain?
Yes, I do.
Okay. He was in the car. He
Mhm.
could potentially drive away. That would turn into a vehicle pursuit. We don't want that.
Why would he drive away?
If that's the suspect, they're gonna try and drive away.
That's what I'm saying. It's not the suspect.
I
So
know.
if y'all
I
ask
don't
for the
know that.
ID,
I
y'all
didn't
got
know
a
that.
name? Y'all have a name, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the name doesn't
So
matter.
if I ask you, can you lie to me or no? Or you gonna tell me?
ID ain't gonna lie to you.
I
That's
know,
what I'm
but
saying. Even when you
None of this
start
shit
back
still,
on
it's still not
pull
making
them over, the
sense.
first thing
Sir.
you say is license and identification, right?
I need time to confirm
But y'all have her
everything.
in handcuffs, bro. In the back of
That's
a cop car.
That's our policy.
Why y'all couldn't
Somebody's in
set
the-
her on the side or something like that?
Okay, I'm asking you, okay? I don't know you guys, correct? You never seen me before. I
No,
don't
we
think
haven't.
know.
We don't even be in trouble or nothing. So this is absurd. This is crazy.
Okay.
Like, I'm not understanding.
You trying to explain, right?
Okay, I don't know you guys. You guys don't know me, okay? I wrote up, there's 2 people in the car, okay? If I potentially leave her out there, what could we do? I don't know.
But I'm saying, if they not...
This the other one. This the other one. This the other pig. Yeah. Got my cousin locked up in the car, bro. Her name is not Joy. Her name is Brianna Hill. She just pulled up to my house. We finna do Cinco de Mayo. Like, we don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, I have no idea.
We don't either. We just pulled up. My cousin called me talking about she in the back of a cop car. The shit don't make no sense, bro. I better be glad I'm trying to change my life around, because I people up, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm crazy as hell, bro.
She's the one that got assaulted. Call, okay? So you got a problem with that?
No, I got a problem with y'all with my cousin, because y'all should have asked for her ID first. They got my cousin. Look at, they got my cousin in the back of a cop car. Yeah, yeah. Talking about her name is Joy. Brianna, who the is Joy? That's all I want to know. Who the is Joy, bitch? Exactly. We know it's not her. We know it's not her. I'm pissed. I'm pissed, bro. No, I'm pissed. No.
I'm not even with you. You fucked her up before I even...
That shit, why he didn't ask for her ID first? Why? Well, y'all need to do better training than HPD. Y'all need to tell them to do better training than HPD. Because that shit is up.
Sorry about that.
This is where I say I partway understand what's happened here. I do think it's weird that the police officer never attempted to get ID from this person in order to verify their identity and see things along those lines. I do get the understanding that they may have lied about their name to the person who was quote assaulted, and this is a bit of a violent crime, so they're not going to want to take too much of a risk here. It is going to be one of those things. This person perfectly matches the description to what they were told from this other person who was assaulted supposedly by this person, so it makes sense they would at least detain her to look into this. Again, it's weird they didn't attempt to identify her to see if the names even match at all, and I do understand that even if the names didn't match initially, they probably would have been just like, yeah, but she might have lied about her name to this other person. The thing that saved her here is the fact that multiple other people came and saying, hey, she doesn't live here. She literally only just got here. Yada, yada, yada. And that's why they've decided to let her go at this point in time, because clearly they now understand, okay, based upon the information we now have, this isn't the right person. Which, honestly, you can have your own opinions on what you think about this one. I'll leave it at there.